go. There we go. Okay, great stuff. I just want to make sure that you can hear us loud and clear. 30 seconds to live. Let's do this thing.
Where the heck is it?
Let's kill it.
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso and you're live at S3. My name is Carl Wasty and do join us for what is going to be an absolutely epic show because you know what? Change is afoot. It's right here and it's so exciting. As one of our favorites, Good Hope FM, are mentioning and of course giving you a brand new lineup coming up very, very soon. And we have the privilege of revealing that to you right here on the show. It is going to be absolutely incredible. And we'll be chatting to a couple of new features that you'll be hearing on Good Hope FM very, very soon. So make sure you stick around for that. Plus, naturally, we are in the kitchen. We're moving around. We're probably going to be doing some dancing. I'm not sure. Okay, but I want to keep all the surprises going. It is going to be that type of show. Plus, we have the best people here, as you know, because good morning, Zanele. You're one of them. You know this, right?
Oh, my baby, you are the best. My beautiful Carl, good morning. It is honestly such a huge day. I feel like in the world of television, mixing with radio. I'm so excited. I'm also nervous, but I can't wait to see how everything is going to unfold. Carl, I have to ask, you being one of the best, are you ready for everything that's coming through, my lovely?
I am going to do my best. That's all I can do. But thank you so much, Zanele. The thing is, right, I don't want to skinner. Okay, I don't want to do any gossip, but the thing is, people are just they're kind of asking, like, you know, who will it be? Do you have any ideas, Carl, Zanele? They've been asking us this on the social media channels. So, I mean, like, what type of names have been thrown around in your mind as to who this could be added to the Good Hope FM lineup?
Do you know what I heard, Carl? I heard someone say they thought it was going to be me. They thought it was going to be me stepping up to the plate. I said, come on, get it together, okay? There's been a lot of different cases, Carl. I don't want to get into them right now. I feel like I'm going to get into trouble or something. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a sensitive matter, and I feel like we should get into a little bit of what Carissa's going to be looking like today. That's how I feel.
No, I got you. Okay, so we won't be speculative, but we got to be a little enticing as well. And that's exactly what we're going to do as we go along. So we will stand by for that. It's happening on this particular show between now and 9 a.m. somewhere. You'll be hearing about a brand new lineup. But for now, we have Carissa, who is standing by because we get the lovely opportunity to see which one of these outfits you will dress in.
Oh man, some exciting things are coming. I've just been told that something good is on its way, but I'm going to leave it there because I've got to get into something good right now. Yes, good morning, Expresso fam. We've got to get into choosing one of two looks for me. As we know, the season is changing and we want to dress a little bit more modestly as we go into both occasion wear and also the weather and what it's giving. So we have two beautiful options for you. First and foremost, we're starting off with a wonderful co-ord. I love myself a pants and a shirt, and this one has got a loose-fitting shirt as well as a wide-legged pants with some pattern that we can experiment with now that the seasons are changing. And I absolutely love the satin finish on this one. Pair it with a scarf and some matching burgundy heels, and I'm telling you, you are good to go from morning to afternoon into the evening. Whatever occasion calls you, you will be fashion ready. That's option one. Let's move over to option two. We've got a gorgeous high neck, beautiful dress that basically touches the floor. We're going to pair it with a pair of boots though, just to elevate it a little bit, as well as a skinny belt, and then why not? Let's add some glasses. We're all about the fashion. We're all, in fact, about just looking like a rich auntie, and I think that that's definitely the aesthetic that you're going for option two. So what is it going to be? You get to dress your resident Barbie, option one or option two. Of course, it's up to you, and you can decide across the social media. All you have to do is hit us up either on Instagram or you can go ahead on Facebook, and then you have one of the two options. Remember to use that hashtag, though, hashtag styled by by Woolies, because you already know that Woolworths always has got our backs when it comes to great fashion. I mean, look at the material. We're starting off at a good place. I wonder which higher terrain we're going to get to next. So hit us up across our social media. You can find us at Expresso Show. Option 1, Feel Good Fam, or is it going to be the rich auntie aesthetic? Option 2. It's up to you at the end of the day. I'll see you on the other side looking fabulous.
Zanzi, it's all up to you now. What should the beautiful Carissa wear? Option 1 or option 2? Head on out onto social media. And while you're there, pay us a visit in terms of our Good Morning Post, because, friend, you heard about the big, exciting things that are happening at Good Hope FM, and I cannot wait for this. It is going to be a huge reveal right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, but we need your help as we go along this morning, and this is why you got to come through on #Expresso Show. Today, my friend, we are getting to finally find out who is going to be the new breakfast show host on Good Hope FM that is going to be waking up Cape Town and the Western Cape in the most beautiful way. And I genuinely, I'm standing here to let you know that we need you to come through on #Expresso Show, as well as our voice notes, 063-408-8863. Friend, who do you think it's going to be? We need some guesses. We need you to help us along. The only thing I can tell you is that I've been told it's someone legendary. It's someone iconic. That is all I've heard from the bosses. And this morning, we actually get to sit down with one of the bosses who's also going to be giving us a few more tips. But come through #Expresso Show, all of our social media pages, rather, and 063-408-8863. For now, while you go and do that, let's also catch you up with what's happening all around the world with the news headlines. Here's Carissa.
Thank you so much, beautiful Zanele. 6 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines first, where public sector workers are calling for a swift resolution to the ongoing budget standoff, as many government departments face severe challenges. Now, Parliament will hold public hearings today, with COSATU set to voice workers' concerns over staff shortages, poor infrastructure and low wages. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana pledged 23 billion rand for a 5.5% salary increase over 3 years. Meanwhile, NUMSA's 3-day bargaining conference in Sandton is uniting shop stewards to push for better wages as well as working conditions. In other national news, Deputy President Paul Mashatile has called for urgent action to combat tuberculosis, highlighting South Africa's high disease burden. Now, the country is among 30 nations according for 87% of global TB cases, despite the disease being preventable as well as treatable. Speaking at World TB Day in KwaZulu-Natal, Mashatile stressed the need to end TB-related deaths and stigma. In 2023 alone, 270,000 South Africans were diagnosed with TB, with 56,000 fatalities, an average of 153 deaths per day. He affirmed the government's commitment to strengthening its fight against this deadly disease. Well, let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where UN AIDS Chief Winnie Binyeme has warned that U.S. funding cuts could lead to 2,000 new HIV infections daily and over 6 million deaths in 4 years. Now, the cuts have already forced closures of mother-baby clinics and created severe shortages of life-saving antiretroviral medicines. The U.S., historically the biggest HIV aid donor, paused foreign aid in January under President Trump's review of government spending. Now, Binyema urges an immediate reversal, stressing that women and girls are most affected, fearing a return to devastating HIV crisis of the past. Meanwhile, Ukraine's foreign minister yesterday denounced Russia's peace talks as meaningless after a missile strike on Sumy injured 65 people, including 14 children. The attack hit homes and a hospital as U.S. and Russian negotiators met in Riyadh to discuss easy war tensions. Talks include reviving the Black Sea grain deal, but Ukraine insists Moscow must halt attacks before diplomacy progresses. While discussions continue, fighting persists across Ukraine, with Kiev calling for stronger international sanctions and military support to counter Russia's aggression. And to close off your first bit of news today, Nelson Mandela's University's 2nd Avenue campus became a beacon of joy last week as the 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day movement unveiled the world's hugest happiness blanket. Now launched on the UN's International Day of Happiness, the event saw a stunning display of 3,500 handcrafted blankets stitched by South African knitwits, forming a massive yellow smiling emoji, as you can see. More than just a visual spectacle, each blanket was destined to comfort those in need, with special distributors across the Eastern Cape. Now, the celebration also featured moving performances, a T-shirt design competition, and heartfelt speeches from dignitaries. This unforgettable day stitched together creativity as well as passion and community, proving kindness truly transforms lives. That certainly put a smile on my face, and I'm sure that's going to carry for you for the next 3 hours. For now, though, let's head into your sporting headlines with Carl.
Thanks, Carissa. Let's stay on the stitching note because somebody got stitched back together. The Vodacom Bulls face another injury setback as veteran Springbok Willie Leroux underwent shoulder surgery, ruling him out for at least a month. Now, with 97 test caps, Leroux aims for his 100th this year, and the Bulls hope to have him back for the URC run-in. The procedure addressed an old issue rather than a new injury, and we wish him very, very well. Now on to cricket, Ashutosh Sharma's blistering 66 of 31 balls powered Delhi Capitals to a stunning one-wicket win over Lucknow Super Giants in a last-gasp thriller that is in the IPL. Chasing 168, Delhi collapsed early but fought back through Tristan Stubbs, who took 34, and Vipraj Nigam on 39. Now Ashutosh's heroics, a sealed victory with 3 balls to spare, completing an improbable comeback in Visakhapatnam. On to football, Reece James's first international goal helped England secure a 3-0 win over Latvia in a World Cup qualifier, extending Thomas Tuchel's unbeaten start. England struggled to break down their opponents at Wembley, but found their rhythm late on following a 2-0 win over Albania. Now Tuchel has 75 days to prepare for their next clash. That's against Andorra on the 7th of June. And on to tennis action. Top seed Alexander Zverev overcame a slow start to defeat Jordan Thompson 7-5, 6-4, reaching the Miami Open 4th round. Now, the German rallied from 1-4 down, winning 8 of the next 9 games. In the women's draw, meanwhile, Jasmine Paolini edged Naomi Osaka 3-6, 6-4 and 6-4 to reach the quarterfinals, where she awaits Magda Linette. And that's it for your sporting action for now. Another update in 1 hour. Let's take a first look at your weather. Here's Zanele.
Thank you so much, beautiful Carl. And Mzansi, let's get you up to date with what's happening with your weather indeed. The Department of Water and Sanitation has opened 6 valves at the Vaal Dam to manage rising water levels, adding to the sluice gate opened last week. The dam is at 107.43% capacity, while Bloemhof Dam at 99.97%. It's releasing more water to stay below 100% to allow for the extra flows that are expected from the Vaal Dam. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms in parts of KZN, Free State, as well as Eastern Cape, along with the warning for damaging winds between Table Bay and Stilbaai. Make sure you take caution when need be, and we'll keep you up to date with that. However, right about now, one of my favorite updates is, of course, your sunrise view, Mzansi. It is always so lovely to see what you're waking up to, and a huge shout out to Alma from Worcester, where it is going to be 24 degrees Celsius. Alma, this is so stunning. I love how you've made it all about the shrubs, all about the trees. They're coming out, darling, and of course, it is that silhouette that is doing the things that need to be done. Thank you so much. And Mzansi, this is your example of what we want to see in terms of your sunrise. You just take a young picture, then they're on WhatsApp, 063-408-8863. Let's show the rest of the country what your side of life is looking like. For now, let's jump on into those temperatures so you know how to dress.
Looking lovely today. It
Looking
really
so
is,
good.
eh?
When Uppington's sitting on a good 31, I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, we're all right. We'll survive this one.
We're chilling a little bit, though.
Yeah.
But okay, we're not chilling on this show. As you know, exciting times are ahead. Before we get there, I know that we also have a couple of very, very important conversations. One of them is about teen wellness. Now, of course, we got the holidays coming up, and I think it's a great time for us to actually focus up, get a couple of facts, and build some great routines to make sure our teens are sorted out, not only with regard to their diets, but of course, their minds and their hearts as well.
I absolutely love that,
Yeah.
Carl. Such an important conversation. And speaking about important conversations, can we please shine a spotlight on big changes happening at Good Hope FM? As you know, Expresso fam, that's my radio station, so I'm going to rep it until the end. And you already know that big changes are coming, not only for breakfast, but for the rest of the lineup. Something good is coming in particular. And as you continue guessing who you think the breakfast host is and who the rest of the additions are, we definitely need you to grab your coffee to get more energy and then come back with all your guesses and also expectation, because many good things are coming.
From our first broadcast in 1965 to becoming Cape Town's leading
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, honey, it's all about feeling good this Tuesday morning. And Mzansi, if you're just joining us, we've been letting you know that, hey, it is about to be an important and huge show because Good Hope FM has got some new exciting things on the way. And what am I talking about? Well, my friend, as we kick off April, it is yet again another dawn that is over us. And I am talking about the fact that, yes, Good Hope FM is bringing us fresh talent, bold voices, and, of course, the great music that is just the pulse of Cape Town and the Western Cape in the most beautiful way. But today we get to sit down with the business manager of Good Hope FM to find out what exactly we can expect over the next couple of weeks. Who are we going to be waking up to? What's going to be happening throughout the day? And more than anything else, you already know that when it comes to Good Hope FM, from the chilled vibes on a Sunday to the electrifying vibes on a beautiful Sunday morning, we want to hear from you and get into it in terms of what exactly is coming through on the airwaves. My friend, please let's welcome the business manager. I am talking about none other than Masxole Mdingane.
Thank you.
AKA my boss, because you also are the business manager of
Yes.
5FM. Yes.
Yes,
Boss,
yes.
how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Zen?
I'm amazing, thank you. I think this is the most excited I've ever seen you.
Oh,
Yes. Because there's new
nervous.
things. Oh, I can imagine.
Sure, yeah.
Especially with making so many different changes and everything. But let's talk about the lineup. What is it that you're hoping to achieve with it exactly? And you know, what was the strategy going in?
Look, it's a carefully curated lineup to make sure that we embrace the culture of Cape Town, and also to make sure that we enhance our listener experience, and
Yes.
also to create more opportunities to build equity for our clients.
Yes, I love always thinking about the business, Masi. This is why you and I get along. You're both. Both.
Listener and the clients, they go hand in hand.
That you can't have one without the
Yes,
other. Do you know what I
yes,
mean?
yes.
But Masi, this is why then I want us to also just jump in terms of just these changes. What exactly influenced them? Because, you know, they can come from anywhere. They can come from the clients. They can come from the listeners.
Yeah.
But what influenced these specific ones?
So we haven't made changes since 2020. That was before COVID.
Wow.
And so much has changed before after that. And this then presents us with an opportunity to freshen up our lineup, to
Yes.
be in line with the new trends, and also to break new boundaries within the Cape Town market, and also within the South African radio landscape.
Yes, and you are breaking the boundaries because changing a breakfast show is a huge thing to do, Masi.
It is.
Yes.
It is. It actually takes the whole year to actually assemble that team and decide who you want on breakfast, and what actually the expectations are.
Yes. Well, we're expecting a lot because, like I said, I heard legendary, I heard iconic. But let's talk about it, you know, in its entirety. Are there any exciting voices that we can expect on the lineup?
There is quite a lot. There's quite a lot of local influences in Western Cape. As you know, Good Hope FM is a regional station in the Western Cape. People who are family rooted in the culture and the vibe of Cape Town, but also people who are known nationally. So we've had quite a number of changes on our lineup. On our 6 to 6, 2 shows remain the same. That's our afternoon drive with Kaizi, and also the mid-morning show with Leanne. We've got a new breakfast show. We'll talk about it a bit later.
A little bit later.
Yeah. And then we've got a new lunch show with our very own Carissa Cupido and Chad Simon as the key personalities behind that lunchtime show.
Yes.
But there are quite a lot of new voices as well. So we've got starting on the Friday, we've got DJ Masuda, who's a female, popular young female DJ in the Western Cape, and also on the weekend breakfast, we've got JP Kalse, and we also have on the weekend, our Sunday, we've completely did a complete overhaul of the Sunday lineup, starting with legendary Emma G. We've got Peter Smith, who's the content creator, events organizer, and a well-known presenter.
I love
in
him.
Cape Town.
Yes.
And we also have Sonic 16, who is also an artist, club DJ, and an excellent presenter as well.
Come on.
So we've also we've got a campaign that is unearthing new talent, the campus presenter search, and the winner from last year is actually finally getting her own slot on Saturdays between 4 and 6 in the morning. That's Mishe. And we've got another training slot on a Sunday between 4 and 6. So there's quite a lot of changes with the OGs, and also with the young talent as well.
Yeah, I love that. And Masi, I mean, you've always been known to be one who has just great strategies. Just increasing listenership no matter where you go. Which is why then I need to ask you, in terms of just, Good Hope FM, I mean, it's got a family family that spans all over Cape Town,
Sure.
a whole lot of listeners who've been there for a long time. How do you plan to keep them a part of this family, but then while also attracting new family members?
So we have a number of activations that we've planned for the year, and we've got our birthday celebrations coming up in July. We're turning 60 this year, so it's a big deal for us.
Yes.
And our Sunday lineup also gets its own. Call it an event. Every last Sunday of the quarter, we'll then invite clients, listeners
Yes.
to come and hang out with us.
I love that. And I really feel like when it comes to the energy that Good Hope FM is putting out right now, it's so amazing. And
lovely.
It really is. And then now with all this fresh talent and the fresh voices, I think it's going to be even more incredible. And one thing I also need to just ask you in terms of just Good Hope, if you had to just put it into a sentence, right? A sentence or two. Why? Maybe three. Why should all Cape Town peeps be a part of the Good Hope FM family?
We are, our tagline says, we are Cape Town's original. We're the oldest station in Cape Town.
Yes.
And we then are bringing the vibe, bringing the groove, and being relevant to the audience. And I think we are bringing back that fire, that spark.
I love that.
And everyone should listen.
We are listening.
With the changes that we've made.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice.
It's going down.
It's going
and
down.
up and everywhere. Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank you so
Masi.
much.
Congratulations on the brand new lineup. I know it's something that's never easy, but you are the guy for the job, and I'm not just saying that because you're my boss and you pay my paychecks. All right. He's in the building, Masi Mdingane, having done such a beautiful thing when it comes to Good Hope FM. It is always so lovely to see just a refreshing of something that we enjoy and something that we love. And of course, by that, I'm talking about Good Hope FM. And oh my goodness, I'm screaming from the rooftops. Carissa Cupido, 12 to 3, every single day. I'm going to cry. Oh, Cape Town family, are you celebrating like we are in Johannesburg?
I mean, how amazing is that? Honestly, I couldn't be prouder of Carissa Cupido, the super talent. And now I get to hear every single day during lunch. That is fantastic. So I can tell you, I feel like I won the lotto, honestly, when I hear about this type of talent. And of course, we'll be revealing a lot more as the show progresses. But Mzansi, you could win a downpour of cash by playing Powerball for an estimated 73 million rand jackpot. And that'll be this Tuesday. When's Tuesday? That's today. Namhlanje vandag. Now play now, and you could make it rain lots of cash this March. You can buy your ticket right now in store. You can go on nationallottery.co.za. You got the mobile app, you got cell phone banking, or simply dial *120 *7529 hash. That is for USSD. And we've posted all the details on Expresso's social media pages, so go check them out. And Panda, Pusha, play Powerball for an estimated 73 million rand jackpot today, and you could win big. Good luck.
Very excited for you to win big right here, Expresso fam. And I'm telling you, you can continue feeling like a winner because we have so many exciting things coming your way. We're still talking teen wellness that is still to come your way. All the 101, all the deets, all the 411, whatever you want to say, you're going to get the best in news right here when it comes to taking care of your teenage daughter or son. Not only that, yes, something good is still coming to Cape Town. We're going to be catching up with the latest as part of the Good FM lineup. Can I be chatting to myself? That was a question. I don't know. But I'm very excited to also be, of course, part of the Good FM family. So it's going to be a great reunion of old faces, some new faces too, that are really going to be so beautiful. So stick right here on Expresso on S3, and we'll see you straight after this.
Want to give your child a head start? Brainchild offers multivitamins and omega-3s that help bridge the gap in your child's diet for healthy growth and development. Stand a chance to win one of 5 hampers, including the full product range, a backpack, water bottle, and 1,000 Rand Take-A-Lot voucher. Simply visit brainchild.co.za, look out for the pop-up banner, and fill in your details. Competition closes Friday, 28 March. T's and C's apply. Brainchild bridges the gap.
feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, and welcome back to an incredible conversation that I think a lot of us need to be educated on, because today we're shining a light on adolescent health, which is a stage filled with big changes, both physically and emotionally. Now, as young women navigate this transition, proper nutrition and supplementation can play a key role in their overall well-being. Now, to help us navigate this, we have Laura Johnston, the CEO of Phytoceutics and Integrative Nutritional Health Coach, as well as Dr. Natalie Clark, who are here to share some expert insights. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining us again. And I love these conversations, enriching me with education and a lot of things that I don't think we are too aware about. So, Doc, if I can ask you first, you focus very specifically on adolescents and females in this space, right? What's the reason behind that and why?
My special interest is in women's health in general, but particularly in transitional life stages that women experience. So in the adolescence, in the new mums, and in the perimenopause. Because at this stage, I find that there's so many changes going on because of the hormonal shifts that characterize those life stages. Women's bodies are changing, their brains are changing, how they feel is changing, and there's almost often a loss of sense of self, a loss of who they are. And I think it's an important life stage to really focus on an adolescent, because they're trying to find a sense of independence, a sense of newness, and it's a time where they can feel confused.
I can only imagine how overwhelming that must be when all these changes are happening in this current world as well, when there's so much external influence as well. But with regards to this, you mentioned adolescence as one of these phases, right? How do we approach this from, let's say, a medical point of view or perspective?
I mean, I think medically it's very important to understand that adolescence, by definition, is a stage of finding autonomy. And an adolescent doesn't want to be treated as a child. And specifically, when it comes to medical treatment, adolescent girls don't want to go to the GP that they went to when they were 5. They don't necessarily need to go to their mum's gynae. They don't need to go to a dermatologist to have their acne managed. They need to have someone that they can connect with, who has time for them. And that's where I really believe that if you get that right as a practitioner now, you're really setting up a woman for an entire woman's health journey, to take it seriously, to have someone that they can go to and who's theirs, who's got them, who they also believe there's a sense of privacy. It's not the school counsellor who has a very specific, very important role, but there's a private medical space that they can come to, that their mums and dads are involved in if it's medically necessary, but also there's a sense that that's just for them.
I love the fact that there's someone that is able to be there and allow them to trust and to, I think, unlock the power of a woman, because that's truly what's happening. A woman's coming through to these incredible new stages in their life, and all these beautiful changes are happening as well as they prepare for womanhood. From a, let's say, supplement perspective, Laura, because you are the specialist when it comes to this, is there anything that can assist with, let's say, these imbalances that are occurring for adolescent girls going through this phase?
Yeah, firstly, obviously, the menstrual cycle starts, so there can be a loss of iron there. So iron is important. Supporting your emotional and cognitive health is also incredibly important. So we've got a probiotic called Gut, which supports the gut-brain axis, both ensuring the microbiome is good for your picky eaters, or potentially if there's a specific diet being followed, but then also the emotional connection. You know, it is a transitional change with hormones, and this does have repercussions. And then a good quality omega-3 is always important. You know, your brain is still growing and adapting, and omega-3 is incredibly important when supporting that.
That's great, because I think any assistance in this space could be something that's absolutely welcomed, especially as these changes are occurring. I think more practically, both of you are moms, proud moms at that, and also dealing with these ever-growing changes with our youngsters and this world that they're living in. What advice might you have maybe for parents out there that are possibly dealing with youngsters and kids that are going through adolescence and puberty, because it's such an overwhelming word? Any sort of tips for those that are dealing with this or struggling maybe?
Communication. To be able to have open channels of communication with your children is so incredibly important. Be non-judgmental, to try and take off your disciplinarian hat, so that there is a space for them to say what they feel, how they feel, but more importantly, for when the crunch time comes that they want to talk to you, to be available. Unfortunately, that crunch time, thanks to the teenage brain and sleep cycles, tends to be at 11 and 12 o'clock when we are ready to go to sleep. But I think, and I've experienced it with my own children, if you are there for them when they want to open up at that really, really important time, that is when you are cementing very important conversations and setting them up for their own emotional and health and well-being.
Love that.
Look, my daughter's 2, so I'm not quite there yet, but I'm definitely going to be calling Natalie when we get there, and I think that's fantastic advice.
Yeah, it really is. And thank you again to both of you for providing, I think, from a mental perspective, that safety, that security, and that trust, and knowing that these options are available. But then also from the physical realm, the fact that we can have assistance as we go through these processes. And if you haven't already figured it out, this is an important time to pay attention to your young adolescent child as they go through these phases. And I think it sounds like small, simple changes that can make a big impact. So, Natalie, Laura, again, thank you so much for the insights. And for our viewers at home, if you're looking for easy ways to support your teen's health, be sure to check out Phytoceutics for expert-backed supplements. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code Expresso for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
Such important information. Yes, it is a Health and Wellness Tuesday, so definitely right now it's time for Pharmacy of the Week, where we celebrate the dedicated professionals shaping healthcare. Now this week we're going to be shining a spotlight on a PeaceMed in Tsenin, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
Our pharmacies are on the front line of healthcare. This is Pharmacy of the Week.
Here at Pharmacy, it's about PeaceMed. It's our passion to serve our people from Tsenin and do more than just the normal service. We aim to help our customers feel at home and strive to do better than the day before.
It's quite important to serve your community with a lot of passion. It makes your life so much easier to know that what you're doing impacts the community in a positive way. So my community is important to me because I grew up in this town, and having people walk in here and be able to recognize me and be able to relate to me makes it so much easier for them to trust me. And I feel like it's a way for me to give back to the community that has planted so much into me. We have a bunch of very creative, very optimistic and very active staff here. Everybody coming in here with their own personality and catering differently to the different needs of the community. So each person walking in here identifies differently with each and every staff member to cater for whatever need that they might have.
Pharmacy of the Week, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
And thank you so much to all the pharmacies, the real pivot of any community, your unwavering commitment and tireless efforts as we step into a brand new year, ensuring our communities stay healthy and thrive in the year ahead. Now, on the way for your new Feel Good Breakfast show, you still have a last chance to vote for Carissa's outfit. I feel like that whole auntie look was lekker, but I feel like you can decide option 1 or option 2. Option 1 I feel is my favorite, but I feel like option 2 might just win, but we'll see. That's a little bit later. Plus, you have no option but to get wowed by the fresh faces of an all-new Good Hope FM as we reveal them to you in the next couple of minutes on that couch. There they are. Definitely not faces for radio, but they will be bringing you the finest when things happen at Good Hope FM very, very soon. So make sure you stay right there. Thanks for choosing us. Grab a cup of coffee and come back, because this is your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Make it your name they're talking about in the fields of commerce, teaching, or law for years to come. With Stadio Higher Education as your competitive edge, you'll be joining over 50,000 students online and on campus who've chosen these world-class qualifications to unlock their potential. So for your chance to win a one-year bursary of up to 120,000 Rand, scan the QR code or visit winnerday.co.za to enter. Competition closes 26 March. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning and welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, some very exciting things are happening. A new chapter is unfolding at Good Hope FM, and it is packed, let me tell you, with fresh energy, also bold personalities, and a soundtrack that's as dynamic as the city itself. From laid-back Sunday vibes to high-energy weekend wake-ups, and of course, deep dive sports coverage, Good Hope FM's ushering in a wave of new voices who are set to redefine Cape Town radio, Western Cape radio in general. So please join me in welcoming the station's newest hosts. We've got Irma G, Peden Smith, Katua Low, JP Carlsa, DJ Masuda, and also Tembe Nkosi Palali, aka DJ Sonic 16. And I left the best for last because we've got incredible producer Omar Morto at the helm of the new breakfast show. And each of them bring a unique style and undeniable persona for radio, as well as passion and a fresh perspective that will keep listeners just locked in. I'm going to have to do it again. Please give them a feel good welcome. Hey. Okay, family. You all came looking good. Did they give you a brief, or did you share one brain?
Except for Peden.
Peter, everyone already be a problem.
Always one.
Yes. Always one out of the crew. All right, y'all. Can I just get a sense of where we're at? Are we excited? Are we happy?
Yes.
Is there nods? Yes, Irma, you know what? I'm going to start with you, in fact, because you're an OG in the game. Let's be honest. Don't pull that face, Irma. You really are. I respect you so much for your craft, and you're so incredible at what you do. And I wonder, with all of that knowledge of radio and experience, what fresh perspective are you going to bring to Sundays as you join Good Hope?
Well, it's not so much really the fresh perspective I bring, but it's including our people, because that's what really is the specialty about radio.
Come on.
Is getting people to feel like they are part of the community. So yeah, I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of me, but also a whole lot of them. And my love for radio is so deep, but it's not just the medium that I love, but it's the music that you get to use to communicate with.
I love
because
that.
whichever mood you're in, a song sounds different.
Yes.
And you get something else from it. Like I can play the same song today as I would next week, but it would have a different meaning because of how I feel or because of how you feel. And we can talk about that. And that's the nature, that's the one thing about radio that I love is being able to get inside people's heads and make them feel. And so, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm super stoked.
And I can tell you that the Good Hope family is so excited to welcome you back and also have you in the space. I mean, you've already here and there showed up a little bit and people have been like, yes, she's back. We can't wait to see Irma on our Sundays.
Pull the Houdini, quick
Come
fast.
on, quick fast. We love to see it. All right, from a radio presenter to a producer who also can be a radio presenter. Come on now. The multi-talented Omar Morto.
How's it going, sir?
Oh, at the helm of the new breakfast show. We can't reveal too much.
No. That's happening sometime.
A little bit later. All right, but are you excited? How are you feeling?
Of course I am.
Okay, what are we bringing? How's it going?
Look, the breakfast is the start to the day for so many South Africans, so many Cape Townians, and we have the responsibility to get you into not just the right mood, but send you off into your day with the right energy. So the plan or the idea for a good breakfast show, at least to me, is you need to be able to relate to the people that listen to you. You can't be somebody that's elevated above everyone else. You need to be, the friend, the guy on the couch next to you, the person sitting in the passenger seat while you're driving solo to work, or your kid's best friend. So that's what we're doing, and it's a connection that you really can't deny, because radio is such a strong medium and such an important medium in people's lives every single day.
Absolutely, and we're so excited. I don't know if I should reveal too much, but I am going to come over to you, Katua. Just talking about the contribution of sports.
It is I.
It is you. Welcome. We were testing our Afrikaans this morning. I failed just a little bit, but that's all right.
Horrendously, but it's fine.
We're going to get closer as a family does, and you're going to teach me a bit more. A woman in sports, I love to see it. Tell me more about your contribution, because you are joining the Good Hope family for the first time.
Yes, it's ironically, I don't have words, but it's like I love sports so much, and I've been able to hone in on it for the last 9 years in the commercial space. So to make this move, it was a big one for me, and I'm happy to be on a breakfast show. So it's going to be so lekker, and I can't wait to share that passion. I, firstly, as a human and as a South African, I'm passionate about sport, and that's what's going to come through in what I bring to the table. And I know the rest of the team, I guess you're not South African if you don't like sport in some capacity.
100%.
And that's the thing about sport for me, is the community. That is what attracted me to sport and why I wanted to be involved. I grew up in a tiny little town in the Eastern Cape called Hogsback, and it only just got Wi-Fi, like yesterday. So like, we only had radio, and that's how I listened to sport. And like, they transported me to Wanderers, they transported me to Lords, to the Wacker in Australia. Like, it was like, and I want to do that for people too, and that's what the magic is of radio. You're part of that moment, no matter where or who you're on, what your circumstances are.
Oh my gosh, I love you already. I just have a question for you. Who's the breakfast host?
Hi.
No. Okay.
You can't catch me yet.
Almost got you in trouble there. All right, DJ Sonic 16. We got to come to you. Sundays also, bringing a different flavor and flair. A beautiful show that you're going to be also stepping into the space of. What are you bringing? What is the feels?
Man, we're bringing content, man. You know, and even if it's recycled content, you can always deliver it differently and angle it differently, so it sounds new to the listener. You know, and of course the music, you know, 90s music, old school R&B is music that I grew up listening to. I can relate to it. I have a feel for it, so everything should be just fine.
Are you nervous?
Right now? No. No, I'm not nervous, man. Been in radio, so I'm comfortable.
Not too comfortable though.
Nah. Also here representing Robertson, man. Born and bred in Robertson, happy to be representing the Cape Winelands.
Yes.
You know, it was time.
Oh my goodness.
Come out there. Let's go to Robertson.
Okay, we love that we've got to connect now.
Yes,
Please.
sir. Yes, sir.
Welcome to the family. Thank you. We know
so
the booze are
much.
sorted. All right, let's go into the comedy, Mr. Pete Smith.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's so good to also have you part of this family. You know, we've kind of been looking at you going, come now, like, come over. We're waiting for you. And now you're here.
I'm here.
Also adding to a Sunday. What is the vibe that you're bringing? What is your thought process right now?
I think I'm such an old soul. Only 28 years old, but I love a good young cry, love music. So I just feel like between 12 and 3, it's going to be absolutely amazing just to kind of take people into their lunch and wherever they might go during the Sunday. So I'm just excited for that. And also just to be journeying with people that I've met. I've started this industry with Couture, worked with JP, such a phenomenal example, Irma. And I'm just excited to just journey with Mama G and leading the pack on a Sunday. And it's going to be absolutely amazing. And just bring a bit of spice and youngness to the table.
Can you imagine getting kick-started with JP, going into Irma, and then we have you ending off with the DJ Sonic 16. It's going to be beautiful.
Stunning Sunday.
I'm excited. Mr. Weekend Breakfast, hello.
How's it?
Hello. JP, this is going to be very exciting. I'm so excited to have you come over onto our side of the world. Is it the better side? Can I ask you that?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to answer that question. Can I plead the first?
Just say yes.
Go for it, JP. Go for it.
Your contract depends on it, so I think you should say yes.
I will say we're having lovely weather today. We're having amazing
But we are
weather
not.
today.
It's physically raining.
Move on.
JP, tell me, what are you bringing, JP Carl? So what can we expect on Weekend Breakfast?
Look, there's going to be vibes. There's going to be a lot of energy. As you could see in the first, 10 seconds that we were here, Irma had to tap me to say, calm down ever so slightly. But we're going to have a great time on Weekend Breakfast. We're going to have moments where folks are going to be like, did they just say that? Did that just happen? And long after the show's done, people are still going to be chatting about it.
Amazing.
Like, they're going to be on their way to a bride talking about what happened on Weekend Breakfast.
Sure. So what happened at 6 a.m.?
You know, they are going to be sitting in church, tapping the lady next to them and be like, did you hear what James said? You know?
Not the church.
Not the church.
The way you brought God into this quick fast.
Amen. Won't you do it?
Yeah, so there's going to be no limits to how far that conversation is going to stretch, because we're going to have those wow moments left, right, and center.
I love that. 6 to 9 o'clock, we're going to wake up to you. It's going to be really exciting. Maybe a bit hungover sometimes, but that's all right. Because, let me tell you,
Because of the
DJ Masuda. Let's come, saving the best for last. Bring in the party. We absolutely love to see it. Tell me more. I know you've got fresh, young energy from the party scene to the radio world for the first time. Tell me how you're feeling.
I'm very overwhelmed. I'm excited. This is a new venture, a new journey for me. And, you know, I've always wanted to reach for something more.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't want to limit myself to DJing. But now, I was on a podcast a few months ago, and they asked me, what is your future goal? And I said, I want to go into radio.
Wow.
And, you know, I mean, I don't limit myself to what I can do. But I'm very excited for the journey. I'm going to be every Friday, the start of the weekend, get you in your fields, your weekend fields, 10 to 12. There's going to be a lot of energy, a lot of vibes. You know, music mixes curated by myself and guest DJs as well. And I also want to give them a space, the you know, upcoming DJs, give them a space to showcase their talents and, you know, 30-minute mixes. And yeah, just pure vibes, pure vibes.
I mean, you already are a pure vibe. We absolutely love it. But there is a part 2 of this Expresso fam. And let me tell you, you're feeling all the feel good this morning because of this incredible, incredible team. The energy is here, the vibes are here, bringing new life to Good Up FM. But beyond the personalities, it really is the shows themselves that create the heartbeat of the station, as you heard. And up next, I have to say, the power of manifestation is very strong with this one. Carl has been teaching me the power of exactly this. What do you have for us right now?
Well, I've been manifesting option 1 of the outfits. That's what I've been manifesting, but we'll see very, very soon. I don't know, option 1. I love the auntie look, man, Carissa. I hope that wins, but we'll find out soon enough. Plus, we are going to make laundry a luxury experience. You thought it was impossible. We'll show you that it's possible right after this break.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Imagine an all-in-one laundry machine with the largest capacity that washes and dries in just 98 minutes. Samsung.
Oh, yes, friend. When it comes to having the right tools, they can even help you just to have a little bit of a luxury experience, no matter what it is you're doing, even laundry, okay? And we know that Samsung South Africa always takes it to the top. And this morning, I am so excited for us to welcome Simpiwe Mthethwa because he's here to let us know how we can redefine, yes, our laundry life, Sana. It can be a good thing. Everyone, let's give him a feel-good welcome, please. Woo! Simpiwe, how are you?
I'm great. Well, thank you for having me. This is actually the second time I'm here, so this is becoming home to me.
It already is home, Simpiwe. What do you mean? We're literally at the Samsung showroom, Simpiwe.
100%. So
yeah,
I'm excited about to talk about the all-in-one washer-dryer combo.
Yes.
Yeah, it's packed with great technologies, but I'll let you ask all the questions and I'll answer all the questions.
And I've got questions, Simpiwe, because I want one. I need one, in fact. The 18 kg washer-dryer combo, as you just mentioned. I mean, this is literally bespoke on another level.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is so exciting as well in terms of just how we can just have one machine to just do everything for us.
100%.
Especially in this day and life. But let's talk a little bit just in terms of what exactly makes this product stick out from every other washer-dryer combo that there is out there.
Okay, so firstly, from a looks perspective, a lot of South African consumers love a minimalistic look, a clean look. So it's not cluttered at all. So it fits perfectly into your living space.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of functionality, it's packed with great technology, AI technology that learns your usage and your preferences. It's the first washer-dryer with heat pump technology in South Africa. So what that means, it has no heating elements. So it uses a refrigerant to dry your clothes. So which means you are saving up to 50% of energy compared to your average washer-dryer combo. And because of its capacity, 18 kgs, is perfect for large families.
Yeah.
And once you start washing, you don't need to transfer your laundry when it's done into a dryer because it's a all-in-one washer-dryer combo. And in terms of operation, quiet in operation.
Yes.
Because of digital inverter technology, this digital inverter technology is also backed up with a 20-year warranty.
You see, I literally was saying this to someone the other day, and I was saying that we never ever get proper warranties. It's like 1.5 year warranty, 5-month warranty, and it's like, you guys are scabengas now. You guys, on the other hand, you literally want to look after us for 20 years, which I love.
Added peace of mind for you. You just buy the laundry, the all-in-one 18 kg washer-dryer combo, and you're good to go. It's a plug-and-play. Space saving as well.
Yes.
So a lot of consumers will buy a washing machine and a dryer. Sometimes they want to stack it. So when you stack a washing machine and a dryer, it's actually like 2 meters.
Yeah.
And if you put them side by side, it's about 1.6 meters. Now with this washer-dryer combo, it's only 1 meter in height and only 60 centimeters in width.
That is so hectic. And it's still 18 kgs.
18 kgs.
That is crazy. And I mean, you did mention how this is something that could be, you know, benefit rather, to large families and even a place where a lot of people live and things like that.
Yes.
In terms of you, I need to understand, how does it benefit a one person? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because even for me, I'm like, how can I best use this 18 kg?
No, 100%. So all of us, every now and then, we need to wash our bedding.
Yeah.
Sometimes because of our busy schedule, we've got like a whole week's worth of laundry, and now we have to do multiple loads.
Yeah.
So this 18 kg washer-dryer combo can wash a king-size duvet, multiple bedding, as well as a week's worth of laundry in one go. So now you're saving water, you're saving energy, and you're saving yourself a lot of time. Now, in terms of water and energy, after every cycle, the machine will give you a breakdown of how much water and energy it's consumed.
Oh, wow.
So it's actually perfect for the South African consumer or families that are looking for efficient solutions, even as an individual. If you want to save, this is the 18 kg to buy in the market.
And we're trying to save the world, Simpiwe. And I love that Samsung is helping us do that. And more than anything else, I think that one of the biggest things you guys get right is your user experience.
Yes.
Talk to me about that. What have you gotten right with it in terms of this 18 kg washer dryer?
All right, so we've got some new cycles that we've added. The first one I'll talk about is the AI Opti Wash and Dry.
Okay.
So as I said earlier on, it's packed with AI technology.
Yes.
So with this AI, it senses not only the weight and the water level, but also the softness and the type of fabrics that you are washing. And then it releases detergent automatically.
Yeah.
So now you add up, when you fill up detergent, you add it up once and it can last you up to 32 cycles. So no more adding detergent or trying to figure out how much detergent I need. With AI technology, it's really easy to use.
32, Simpiwe.
100%. So you just fill it up once. That can last you for like 2 months worth of washing. So the AI Opti Wash and Dry. So if you're washing delicate clothes, it's going to be gentle on those clothes. So avoiding damaging your clothes, color bleeding, or any other inconveniences to your clothes.
So you're telling me You don't need to know how to do laundry to be able to do laundry with you
Yeah.
guys. I love that. I love that. Simpiwe, well done. I mean, you guys are always just revolutionizing absolutely everything that we do,
Yeah.
small everyday tasks. So shout out to you and the family. We appreciate it.
Just one last thing I want to
Yes.
talk about is the AI Home
Yeah.
tablet, which is the first in a washing machine. It allows you to access your cycles nice and easy, as well as it integrates perfectly with your smart home. So you are able to control other smart devices like smart curtains,
Yes.
smart lights from the washing machine. If you're multitasking, it's perfect because you're able to receive calls from the washing machine, as well as you're able to change your YouTube, your Spotify, integrated with your soundbar in your house. If you're doing those house chores, it's going to be a bliss.
That's beautiful. So essentially you're telling me this washing machine, it's calling me.
It's calling you.
Yeah, thank you. Excuse the pun, or rather it's intended. Thank you very much. And oh my goodness, Expresso Show family, this is what it's about. Taking small mundane tasks and making them a little bit more special, but more than anything else, allowing them to be super easy, but efficient at the same time. And as you know, Samsung South Africa gets that right every single time. It's calling you. The 18 kg washer dryer, my friend, it has your name on it. And this is why you can trust the Samsung SA family each and every time.
Imagine an all-in-one laundry machine with the largest capacity that washes and dries in just 98 minutes. Samsung.
Well, it's just gone a minute after 7 o'clock. Let's get into your national news headlines first, where the Department of Home Affairs has upgraded its digital verification system, essential for national security and financial services. Used by government departments and banks, the system verifies identities through biometrics. Previously plagued by a 50% failure rate and slow responses, the system has undergone months of improvements. Tests now confirm a vastly improved system with an error rate below 1%. Now, the department is ready to roll out the faster, more accurate verification service across both public and private sectors, ensuring smoother identity confirmation nationwide. In other national news, public sector workers are calling for a swift resolution to the ongoing budget standoff, as many government departments face severe challenges. Now, Parliament will hold public hearings today, with COSATU set to voice workers' concerns over staff shortages, poor infrastructure and low wages. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana has pledged 23 billion rand for a 5.5% salary increase over 3 years, expected next week. Meanwhile, NUMSA's three-day bargaining conference in Sandton is uniting shop stewards to push for better wages and working conditions. Now let's take a look further afield at your international news-making headlines, where Egypt has proposed a new ceasefire plan, urging Hamas to release 5 hostages weekly, while Israel implements a phased truce. Now, over 65 Palestinians were killed in Israeli strikes within the past 24 hours, including journalists and Hamas officials. Gaza's health ministry reports nearly 700 Palestinian deaths since March the 18th. Hamas and the US have agreed to the proposal, but Israel has yet to respond. Meanwhile, Yemen's Houthi rebels fired a missile at Israel, escalating tensions further in the volatile Middle East conflict. Meanwhile, UN aid chief Winnie Byanyima has warned that US funding cuts could lead to 2,000 new HIV infections daily and over 6 million deaths in 4 years. The cuts have already forced closures of mother-baby clinics and created severe shortages of life-saving antiretroviral medicines. The US, historically the biggest HIV aid donor, paused foreign aid in January under President Trump's review of government spending. Now, Byanyima urges an immediate reversal, stressing that women and girls are most affected, fearing a return to devastating HIV crisis of the past. Closing up your 7 o'clock news, we want to put a smile on your dial because Nelson Mandela University's 2nd Avenue campus became a beacon of joy last week as the 67 Blankets for Nelson Mandela Day movement unveiled the world's hugest happiness blanket. Launched on the UN's International Day of Happiness, the event saw a stunning display of 35,000 handcrafted blankets stitched by South African nitwits, forming a massive yellow smiley emoji. Now, more than a visual spectacle, each blanket was destined to comfort those in need, with special distributions across the Eastern Cape. Now, the celebration also featured moving performances, a T-shirt design competition, and heartfelt speeches from dignitaries. This unforgettable day stitched together creativity, compassion, and also community, proving that kindness truly transforms lives. And they do say that a smile is the only curve that turns everything straight. That is where we leave your 7 o'clock news. Let's head into some sporting details with a gorgeous face. Katualo is standing by.
Let's start with some rugby news. The Vodacom Bulls face another injury setback as veteran Springbok Willie Leroux underwent shoulder surgery, ruling him out for at least a month. With 97 test caps, Leroux aims for 100 this year, so it's an important one. And the Bulls hope to have him back for the URC run-in. The procedure addressed an old issue rather than a new injury. In cricket, Ashutosh Sharma's blistering unbeaten 66 runs off 31 balls powered Delhi Capitals to a stunning one-wicket win over Lucknow Super Giants in a last-gasp IPL thriller. Chasing 168, Delhi collapsed early but fought back through Tristan Stubbs on 34 runs and Vipraj Nigam on 39 runs. Ashutosh's heroics sealed victory with 3 balls to spare, completing an improbable comeback in Vishak Kaptan. Now to some football. Reece James's first international goal helped England secure a 3-0 win over Latvia in a World Cup qualifier, extending Thomas Tuchel's unbeaten start. England struggled to break down their opponents at Wembley, but found their rhythm late on, following a 2-0 win over Albania. Tuchel now has 75 days to prepare for their next clash against Andorra on the 7th of June. And now to tennis. Top seed Alexander Zverev overcame a slow start to defeat Jordan Thompson 7-5, 6-4, reaching the Miami Open 4th round. The German rallied from 1-4 down, winning 8 of the next 9 games. And in the women's draw, Jasmine Pualini edged Naomi Osaka 3-6, 6-4, 6-4 to reach the quarterfinals, where she awaits Magda Linette. And that's your sport.
So taking a look at your roads for now, in Gauteng, there's been a multiple vehicle accident on the N1 northbound just before Bukle interchange, resulting to 3-lane closure. Heavy delays are expected and affected routes, so do allow for additional travel time and plan accordingly. In Cape Town, rainy conditions are resulting in congestion being experienced along various routes leading to the CBD, namely the M3, M5, Settlers Way and the N1, so please maintain a safe following distance and remain extra cautious. Over to Zanele with your weather.
Oh, thank you so much, Peter. I'm so proud of you and congratulations, you superstar. Mzansi, let's get you into what's happening with your weather. Starting off with the Department of Water and Sanitation that's opened 6 valves at the Vaal Dam to manage rising water levels, adding to the sluice gate opened last week. The dam is at 107.43% capacity, while Bloemhof Dam at 99.97% is releasing more water to stay below 100% to allow for the extra flows that are expected from the Vaal Dam. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service issued a yellow level 2 warning for severe thunderstorms in parts of KZN, Free State as well as Eastern Cape, along with the warning for damaging winds between Table Bay and Stilbaai. We'll keep you up to date with anything else that is coming through, but for now, my friend, you know it's my favorite part of the show. I'm talking about the sunrise view. This morning, Carlisle from Gordons Bay, where it is 22 degrees Celsius. My lovely, I am obsessed. What do you mean this is a picture that you took off of your phone? Are you sure you don't have like a 100-megapixel camera over there? Because this is absolutely stunning. From the orange to the blues coming out. Oh, thank you so much, Carlisle and Mzansi. This is exactly what I need you to do. Go and snap up that picture. Show us what it is you're waking up to on 063-408-8863, and we'll do our job of showing the rest of the country. Right about now, though, let's check out what's happening all around Mzansi, in terms of your temperatures.
Those are your temperatures for the day, so you know exactly what to wear. Hey, talking about what to wear, it's the season of celebrations. Now, earlier, Carissa asked you at home to help her choose between two modest looks. We had option one, an elegant satin matching set, which I loved and preferred. Not to influence you, it is your choice. Then option two, a high neck maxi dress with a bold abstract print. Now, the thing is, you have to vote, okay? So what I found is that there were some votes. Thank you for voting, by the way. Let's take a look. Now we have Leanne Lee van Reineveld, a very, very talented individual, saying option one looks lovely. Knows how to choose outfits. Thank you, Leanne. Then there was another one, Ezekiel. Good morning. Hashtag Expresso Show. I would choose option one because she would look flawless while she already is. Stop it. Ezekiel, flirting on Facebook is allowed on the show. Then, next one is Diane Parker saying one is beautiful and comfortable. Don't forget about the comfort. I saw that, but so did you. Is there anything? Chantal saying, all right, option one, please. It's a total stunner. I couldn't agree more. Are we ready for the reveal? I'm not sure. Am I ready? No. But shall we be ready? Let's go. Carissa, please reveal your outfit that you've chosen. It is none other than option one. Congratulations to me. That's it. Look at that.
High five to you. Carl, you just know fashion,
I know
man.
fashion. You know why I like this one? Okay, number one is that you're flawlessly elegant anyway. So no matter what you wear, it would just accentuate the natural features of you. I also love the fact that there was a reference to Rich Auntie.
Thank you.
And I needed to make sure that that was clear. So if you look at this, but no, seriously, what I love about it is that it's got comfort. I love the pattern. I love the fact that this is very versatile in a wardrobe. Think about it. You could do it as a look for Eid coming up.
Yes,
you could do it for a look for shopping. It's lovely. And I love the fact that it feels cooler.
No, but did you feel it
for
though?
mid-season. Can I?
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
The consent is there.
Is the consent there?
It's
This
so
is
light.
great.
It's so great. And as we enter into the warmer or colder weather, rather,
yeah.
I think it's a great transitional piece too. Great for Eid, like you said, that's coming up month end, and also great from day to night. It's just a fantastic outfit all around.
Lovely. Option one, you chose very, very well. And do remember, when it comes to modern elegance, this is exactly how we describe it. And you can shop stand-out, modest, inspired looks at Woolworths, available in-store, online, and on the app.
Oh, Carissa, you look so stunning. Do you know what you look like? A lunchtime host. A gorgeous lunchtime host. That's what you look like, my gorgeous girl. Oh, my goodness. I am obsessed. And just like you guys said, it works with anything, but I think it works best with when you're going to do your show at Good Hope FM, ne? I think so, thank you. Zanzi, there is still so much more to come. We're celebrating all throughout the morning. Why? Well, Good Hope FM has a brand new lineup, my friend, one that Carissa's part of. But who else is joining? What else is going to be going down? We're going to be getting the full rundown in a bit, so you got to make sure you don't go anywhere. Then, of course, we are also going to be seeing the gorgeous Carissa, the new lunchtime host on Good Hope FM. She got to enjoy a lovely, beautiful spa wellness day, where it, in fact, was all about Dermalogica and what it is they can even offer you. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be doing exactly what we do here, which is making you feel good all throughout the morning. It is all about you right here on S3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. We missed you so much, and now you're back here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here on S3, and we are meeting the voices behind the mic of an all-new Good Hope FM. It's a new era it has begun, and I think that this lineup is absolutely fantastic. You heard earlier the chemistry is there, but I'm here to find out just a bit more. Now, I know you're wondering why they're all wearing denim. It's because radio's in their jeans. That's why. So this is why we're just getting them here, getting them comfortable, and all new shows coming your way shortly. But let's go around the room once again, because when it comes to this all-new era, naturally, it's about the Good Hope FM family, but it's also about reaching out to more. So, Irma G, reaching out to more. I'd love to know a bit more about how you're going to go into that first show and reach out for more. I know it's a deep question. It feels philosophical, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So for me, I think what people don't really understand about me is that I am a whole lot in one person. And somebody once said to me, like, I don't know how to market you. And that's...
Who would say that to you?
No, that's not the point.
Okay.
The point is...
It's like, what?
The point is that there's so many different facets in my life that comes together. So I can literally speak to somebody who likes dressing cool stuff. I can speak to somebody who has kids. I can speak to somebody who's just had their heart broken. I mean, I've been happily married for a while, but I remember those feelings. So what I want to bring is to sprinkle and to insert a little bit of myself. So I've got a feature called Lady's Choice, which is I'm the lady, in case you're wondering.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm
Yes?
gonna play a song that's spoke to me in the week, or something that's just, you know, brings back a fond memory. And I did ask if I could play Water Brommetjies, and they said hard no. Because, you know, like, I love a good hey, and just all kinds of music. So that's my thing. I'm working very close together with the music department.
Okay, very cool.
And we're curating things specifically to make sure that your Sunday morning gets started off well in the kitchen, or that coming back from church. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So to just continue on what JP's going to build on.
Okay,
so
perfect.
yeah, that's what I'm going to bring.
Well, it's going to be fun to listen to, as always, and naturally there are some fresh voices. I know that Robertson is an area you are representing, Sonic 16.
Yeah.
I want to know how much of Robertson is going to come out through the airwaves. I just need to find out.
Robertson.
Yes.
So the thing with me is, bro, I can speak full on Afrikaans.
I can hear. Earlier I was so confused this morning. You dropped the word, and I was like, huh?
But the thing is, thanks to Word School Robertson, man. Shout out to them, you know. And the thing I'm really happy about is that I'll be able to bring that across as well.
Yes.
So I can bounce between the English medium and Afrikaans medium. I'm from here. I will relate easily to the people. There'll be no culture shock situations, you know what I mean? I know how they think, I know the lifestyle, I know the cuisine. So, alles gaan doodreg wees.
You see, there we go again. I love that. No, I'm loving the flow as well. Also, there's a tone in your voice that's just giving, I need you on my voicemail. I don't know what it is.
It's giving, right?
There's something about
Make me
I
blush
just want
now,
you to
bro.
say like things slow to me.
Sonny?
And I'm happy that you're going to be working on a Sunday, because you can hear that.
Yeah.
Thanks, my brother.
That's going to be sensational. Just in terms of a brand new breakfast show, people are so tight-lipped on the person that's coming in, whoever that person is. The speculations have been wild on the social media sites. Have you ever, if you want to go see, want to get some joy into your life, wow, the people that have been mentioned there as the recruits are fantastic. But I know for a fact, yes, Katua, you're one of them. Now, given the fact that this anonymous individual, big question mark, in terms of that
It's
particular...
such a shock to us as well. Like,
right? We don't even know.
know.
Yes. So chemistry-wise is very, very important in a show. And about developing chemistry. So what's your angle on developing that particular chemistry? Is it going to be more social time outside of the show with this particular person, or is it going to be something that naturally occurs during the show?
Honestly, I think sport will help break down that.
It does?
We're going to find what this person's favorite team is, who their favorite sports person is, favorite moment is, En dan gaan ons 'n bietjie chat en dan gaan ons then we're gonna debate and ons gaan but maybe some social skills as well. That would be nice.
No, it's going to happen. It's going to happen beautifully as well.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it will. It will happen. Back row. I have to go here before we get this. You know, sometimes they'll shout in your ear here and they'll say 2 minutes. Imagine they do that to us on radio. Yeah, can you just imagine
they
us?
could never.
Imagine that happens. Hey, Carl, you have 1 minute left. Whatever. Just anyway. So, first and foremost, Peden, why are you not wearing denim? And secondly,
The email said blue.
It said denim.
The only thing I read was blue, and I was like,
It was in bold. It was in capitals. It was in geel.
I was like, it said blue, and I was like, thank you, Sheen, for my outfit for today. So there I go. And I was here this morning at 5:30.
You all work as
not denim.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. So I want to just go around the room for a second, though. I feel like everybody needs that first song to set the tone of their show.
100%.
Can I just go around and ask somebody? I know it's such a tough question, and maybe it's a surprise, but the first song needs to embody personality, and it needs to embody you and the energy you want the show to stand for.
Okay.
What is that song, Pete?
Superwoman Karen White.
Oh, stop it.
I can't go wrong with That's My Life anthem. Everybody knows that.
Sure, I feel a tear. You know that Brooke Logan tear that's coming out
100%.
soon? I'm sorry, just like that's, whew, my word. DJ Masuda, let's go to you. That first song that defines what your show is going to be like on Good Hope FM.
I would say Robin is Show Me Love.
Why are you? It's just, this is so good so far.
That's just a song.
Yes! Omar Morto, as the producer of a show with a person yet to be named.
You see, if I say anything, it's going to give a clue.
You are like Tom. You are like Tom Holland on the Marvel circuit at the moment, my
I can't be
friend.
a double agent now.
You can't. So, what song do you think would embody this anonymous person? How's that for an Easter egg? Let's go.
Okay. You know what? Let's give a clue. Benny Benassi's Satisfaction.
Oh, that's so good.
That is a very good one.
Eh?
That's very good.
I'm good.
I'm good.
That's what. No. Like Irma. That song.
I would have to say Manhattan's Men Cry Too.
Yo, there's so much soul in this lineup.
What was I saying?
Like, I'm feeling everything here. JP Carlson waking us up on a weekend. Tell me, what is the song?
I'm going to bend the rules slightly, if you don't
Please.
mind. So it's going to be a mashup. It's going to go from Montel Jordan's This Is How We Do It into Michael Jackson's The Way You Make Me Feel. Just like that, you know?
The way you make me do it.
You know?
Yeah, I got you.
There we go.
That works.
There
I
we go.
love it. Okay, that's lovely. And then so Benny Benassi, that's for your show. So you're happy? You confirmed? You're fine with that?
Nkosi Sikelele.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Because it's like the start.
Sister Bettina.
Yes. That's the one.
And just to wrap up with you, Sonic, what are we thinking?
Return of the Mac.
Hey.
Where did the Mac return from?
I die for you, you lied to me. That's the one. That's
I
the
love
one.
it. Yo,
I love it.
Can I tell you, this lineup is absolutely sensational, and you'll be entertained non-stop on Good Hope FM. And to all of you, can I just say that no matter what happens, with change, there's always some sort of friction with change. But I'm going to ask all of you to trust yourself, because you are just professionals. You're fantastic. You're phenomenal. Trust yourself, and I think this process is going to be super enjoyable to everyone.
Change is as good as a holiday.
It is indeed. So let's have a holiday on Good Hope FM coming soon.
Thank you, sir.
I love it so much. I feel like I have to say I'm feeling good. I'm just going to leave that Easter egg over there too. All right, let's get into business. Last week, I attended a wellness day that actually just changed my life with Dermalogica's founder, Jane Wurwand. What an honor. At the beautiful Norval Foundation out in Steenberg in the Mother City. Now, hearing her speak about her passion for holistic wellness truly inspired me to explore it further and also deepen my connection with my mind, body, and also my soul. So let's take a look. Today we are at the breathtaking Norval Foundation, where we're celebrating skin health and also the power of connection. Now, this branch offers a unique opportunity to reconnect with our community. Not only that, we also are learning a thing or two from the founder of Dermalogica, Jane Wurwand. Jane, this is such an honor. Welcome back to South Africa, first and foremost. Now that I have the opportunity, I've got to ask you as a female entrepreneur, for another woman that's trying to start a business, what advice would you give her in the holistic wellness space?
My number one question to that person is, how will what you're doing benefit others? Because sometimes people spend a lot of time on how will it benefit me. You have to be thinking about how are you building community, and not just online, because with this huge sweep of AI, which is incredibly powerful and important for us as human beings to learn how to use and work with, the equal and opposite reaction is human touch and human connection. And there's the golden opportunity in the work that we do now.
Kara, thank you so much for having us here today. We know that Dermalogica has been on the forefront when it comes to professional skincare. How does the brand innovate while still remaining true to its core?
Dermalogica has always been rooted in education. So Jane Wurwand founded the Dermal Institute 40 years ago, and that was all around training and upskilling professional skin therapists. Then she saw a gap in the market, and 2 years later started Dermalogica. So we're always rooted in education. We always go back to our skin treatment expertise and the treatment room. That is the space where our innovation comes from. So we listen to what the consumer's skin concerns are. We obviously follow what are key trends, but Dermalogica is always at the forefront of those key trends and innovation.
Now, your partnership with Woolworths, from inception to where it is today, how has it evolved over the past few years?
So it's been an amazing journey with Woolworths to date. We launched with Woolworths end of 2021, so it's been a few years now, and it was our first entry into retail as a brand in South Africa, but it was definitely the right entry for us.
I want to touch on sound, because today we're going to experience a sound bath, and I have a feeling that you have something to do with this.
I did. Not only did I propose it, I also did some sort of detective work and found the most amazing sound bath teacher.
A sound bath is a sensory experience. Your senses are engaged. I start playing the balls, which start to produce sound, but also a vibration, which meant the ears can pick it up, but essentially also the skin. The vibrations, and maybe you've experienced it as well, that you start to feel from the inside out as well. I recently had someone who described it as a massage from the inside out.
Ooh.
Yeah, so ultimately for most people it's very relaxing, because it's very effortless. You receive and listen, and there's nothing really much you need to do.
Follow my voice. That sound bath experience is something I just want to tell all my friends and even enemies about, because it is just so nice to be in a space, even connecting with other human beings in one heart and saying, okay, this is a time to really just pour into yourself. I fell asleep, admittedly, but honestly, it was just such a beautiful grounding practice. And I think brought to the forefront everything that we are as humans and want, and that is connection to ourselves and to others.
I start every single day with 1 hour of listening to sound bowls. And I do it as I'm getting ready. I do it as I'm showering, I carry my phone with me, I use Insight Timer, and I have multiple playlists of sound bowl energy. When I travel, as I am in South Africa, now this is nothing complicated. I use a bigger crystal when I'm at home, but I use a little crystal, but you can use a glass tabletop, you can use anything. And I just, that sound you're listening to, that vibration, is resonance on with the planet Earth.
Tell me about your relationship with Dermalogica, the brand. What do you love most about it?
I think it's one of the leading skin products in the world, not even in the country. And I think it's such an amazing product because you can see results. Visible results are quite guaranteed with Dermalogica.
It's so important that we uplift women, that we upskill women, and that we teach them a skill that they can continue using for the rest of their lives, and really to give back and to heal the women inside and to be a role model for other women.
I think being with Dermalogica for so many years, they've always made me who I am today. And every time I walk away from here, I feel more inspired and I feel more motivated to keep going. This has everything for me. And that's what I think about Dermalogica.
How do you think holistic wellness will impact the future of skincare?
I believe the future of wellness is we're going to be discovering much, much more about our ability of human touch. And so the future for Dermalogica has always been based in human connection and human touch. And now we feel very strongly that it's time to integrate that a little bit more, if you want, visibly into the general world of healing.
As we saw today, it is absolutely vital to reconnect, recharge, and reflect. And what a beautifully curated, wellness-driven day hosted by Dermalogica in conversation with Jane Wurwand. And this is your reminder to go ahead and visit your Dermalogica counter at your nearest Woolworths Beauty. If not that, remember to shop the range online or on the app. I told you, it was a beautiful experience. I really felt so grounded by the end of it. A sound bath, as you saw, that experience will help just ground you and allow you to connect to your body, but also your mind. And speaking about wellness, you can shop all your favorite Dermalogica products. You can get them at selected stores, online from Woolworths, or even on the Woolies app. So happy shopping and happy grounding.
Oh man, it really looked like such a beautiful day of wellness indeed, Carissa. And thank you so much for showing us how we can better look after ourselves and getting all of the nuggets, yeah? Right about now, though, Zanti, I'm going to need you to stay tuned right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show because we still got so much that we need to do. What exactly am I talking about? Well, my friend, you know how Absa is always in the building, either celebrating something or showing us what it is we need to know. I can tell you this much. On the way, we're going to be seeing how Kyle is actually learning and has been taught by none other than Orateng Mapake how to golf a little bit. I'm jealous because I'm so excited to get into that realm and learn how to be a golfer. But also on the way, we're learning more about how Absa is in fact empowering ladies in golf and doing so in the best way possible. Don't go anywhere. It's all happening right here on S3. We're going to take a short break and we'll be back after this.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
I told you we'd be back, didn't I? I never tell a lie, honey, especially when it comes to you. And this is why I need you to make sure you keep watching, because coming on up, it is incredible to see what Absa is doing in the golfing space. However, it is also so lovely in terms of just getting to understand what it is that golfing is doing in terms of not just business, but so much more all around the country. And this is why Kyle took to the green, my friend, to try and learn just a little bit in terms of what exactly Orateng Mapake has to offer when it comes to the great great skills that she has in golfing. And I'm telling you about it because we're getting ready for the amazing Golf Invitational that is happening with Absa from the 27th to the 29th of March 2025. And friend, Carl got all of the details along with how he can be a better golfer just in one little beautiful afternoon. And trust me, you want to stick around for this. Check it out.
They say great organizations don't just invest in their present, they invest in the next generation of leaders. And today, we shine a light on a remarkable amateur golfer who's ready to soar the course, thanks to partners like Absa. Let's go and meet her.
How are you?
Thanks, and you?
I'm good.
Nice to meet you. Competing in the Absa Pro Am Invitational must be like one of those bucket list things. What does that mean to you?
It means I'm given the opportunity to inspire young people like me to join golf, especially the female gender, which we don't see much in golf. So given this opportunity to grow my career, really get out there and show this to young people on TV is an opportunity I'm willing to take.
Who do you look up to in this sport?
I look up to Nobuta Dlamini,
Yeah.
who is actually a South African as well, Black South African female, which I love the way she inspires young people. She actually inspired me also to join golf and to do more in this golf, like joining Absa, playing more and taking it more seriously.
Tell me, what does it look like for you outside of this?
Oh, I play soccer as well.
You play soccer?
Yes,
Wow.
I actually enjoy the sport. It really keeps me fit as well, which I think I really need on the golf course, the stamina to walk 18 holes, 36 some days actually.
You are really the girl that's sort of like pushing this for the next generation. If there was another girl that wanted to follow in your footsteps, what would you say to her?
I really tell them to manage their time. Golf is a sport where if you want to take it seriously, you really have to manage and plan your day-to-day schedule, what you're going to do, especially when balancing it with school also. If you want to study and continue with golf, then it's something you have to take seriously with dedication.
I am ready to learn how to master my swing. You need to give me some tips and tricks because you are the pro here. I'm going to carry her bag now.
Okay.
Yes? Okay.
Okay, it's carried more like a backpack. So this side to the other side.
My first tip and trick. Oh, so like you're at school.
Yes,
Okay,
perfect.
got it. My first impression of Oriteng today is that she's vibrant, she's confident, and she's resilient. And her approach to golf is absolutely remarkable. I feel like she's trying to break boundaries and she's trying to break stereotypes. She's doing the Lord's work, which is amazing to see.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the 8-iron.
Okay, what is the 8-iron? Which one do we go for? Do we normally go
small
for
one.
this? A smaller one?
Yes.
Okay, I thought we'd go for like a big one like this, actually.
You just started, so I can't just give you the big one.
You're like, Kyle, humble yourself.
Wait, we
Wait.
just arrived.
Okay, cool, let's rock. Show me.
Before we get to the hitting, you're gonna have to learn how to hold this club.
Okay.
You're gonna really try interlocking. Put your left hand over it, your palm. Really lock the pinky and your pointing finger together.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what am I doing?
Like this.
that.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, how could this be so difficult? Okay, I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
So the key thing here is to really stay steady.
Okay.
Don't move around. Keep your head down.
Okay.
Your left hand staying straight. Focus on the ball. Really go back. And swing through.
Okay.
Yeah. You wanna try?
Yeah, sure, let's try. I told you, I'm not even an amateur, I'm a beginner. Complete beginner. Okay. So, dead straight.
Yeah.
Steady, right? And then,
Yeah. To where you're comfortable. Finish it. Yes. What a swing.
nice. Are you just saying that?
No, because it's actually good for a beginner.
I want to find out from you, like, what is the one thing that people continuously misunderstand about golf?
They really see this as a male
Yeah.
sport. I'm really trying to get young females into those sports also in the next generation. The stereotype of all this men, golf is for men, should really go away in the next generation. So that's what I'm trying to change. So see when you go back, right? You're lifting your left leg. Keep it down on the floor. Yes. Perfect.
Okay, amazing. You've had a lot of mentors teaching
Yes.
you all of these things.
Yes.
What's like the best piece of advice you've ever got?
I learned that anger won't get you anything besides change someone's perspective of you.
Okay.
So getting mad on the course, throwing clubs. As you can see, these are hard sports, which will really get you to act out. Don't do anything but change someone's perspective. Okay, Kyle, I'm happy with what you did so far, but now you actually have to hit the ball. So we're gonna start you off with the tee.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're gonna do this first, right?
Okay.
Please bless us. Bless us. Come on.
So you're gonna start off with the practice because you're not perfect. You can't just go all in.
Okay.
Gonna aim for the 150 over there. Watch as I leave this leg on the floor.
Okay, let me try and embarrass myself. Everyone has a golf name, right?
Yeah.
So if you had one, what would it be like in a South African slang?
It's giving.
It's giving.
The sport is giving.
Why?
The sport is giving if you have an interest in it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that. It's giving patience, it's giving,
Giving
resilience, it's giving
Development.
growth. Yes.
Yeah.
Love that. And you said left arm.
Yeah, your left. Wow. Is this your first time?
Yes, it's my first time. Okay, love that. That's your pointers. Your pointers help me.
I'm happy with what you've done so far. I think we
Yes.
should go practice putting. Because
Okay.
you're hitting the green already.
Right. I'm ready. Let's go. I think it's really important for Absa to be backing institutions like this, and especially someone like Orating. You know, what it's actually doing for them is it's teaching them how to have undeniable confidence, things that I don't think that we get to learn in school a lot. Being out here in the field, being in a space where it's like a very male-dominated sport, it shows people, especially girls like Orating, that anything is absolutely possible. Hey!
Wow, Kyle, you're good at this. TV presenter and golfer.
I mean, you heard it here first, and the future is destined by the leaders that invest in today. Because of Absa, we get to shine a light on those incredible stories because they matter.
Thank you, Absa.
Oh man, listen, I'm a huge fan of what Absa's doing at the moment, taking professional golf and empowering women in it in such a beautiful way. And honestly and truly, this is what the beautiful Open that is going to be happening is all about. My friend, it is the invitational that is happening all in the name of Absa doing exactly what they said for the last year, where they were like, we're taking the ladies, we're putting them on the green, we're getting them to have those conversations about business, we're making sure they're there when the decisions are being made. And it really is something that is so incredible to see. But from the 27th to the 29th of March 2025, that is where the Absa Open Invitational is going to be happening, my lovely. And it is so beautiful because I truly know that there are going to be women that are going to leave that green completely different, but more than anything else, with a wealth of knowledge and a wealth in so many different ways. This is why this morning we're hosting the Managing Executive of Strategy and Client Value Management at Absa. And of course, in terms of relationship banking is where she thrives. I'm talking about none other than Sana Gumede, and she's here to tell us all about it. Everyone, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Thank you. How are you, my beautiful?
Good morning, Zanele. I'm well, and you?
I'm
Thank you so much
amazing.
for having me here.
Of course, Sana. You look stunning in your red, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Everything communicates.
Yes. and I see that red golfer, and I'm like, you look ready for
ready.
the invitational. I love it. Let's jump right into it because I feel like, Sana, it's more than just a golf tournament that's going to be happening. It's you guys really just saying to the ladies, let's go play golf. Let's make sure that we know how to, because I know that I've always had these conversations with Candace just about how, you know, so many decisions get made on that beautiful pitch. And honestly, it's time for the ladies to be out there as well. But talk to us a little bit in terms of, you know, why it's so crucial to really be empowering women in the landscape of women's golf.
Thanks, Zanele. I mean, we're so excited to be partnering with the Sunshine Ladies Tour, and, you know, it's a second Absa Ladies Invitational. And like you mentioned, we can't wait to actually, you know, engage with professional golfers from the 27th, of course, the 29th of March at Royal Kensington, Johannesburg.
Yeah.
And I really encourage the viewers to please come and support these pros and actually celebrate them. And what is even more important for us this year is the prize money. As you know, it's so important for us to drive equality, level the play field. We want to actually afford these women professional golfers opportunities with more play time. And of course, hopefully they will attract sponsorships. And with the partnership with the Sunshine Ladies Tour and of course Super Sport and yourselves as well, they'll be able to actually attract sponsorships that will actually enable them to do more and do well in their career in professional golf.
Yeah.
But going back to the prize money, last year our prize money was 1.2 million, and it goes a long way to these professional golfers.
It does.
This year is a whopping 1.5 million, so we have a
Oh, come
25%
on.
increase in our prize money this year, which is fantastic news.
That is incredible. That's not just fantastic news. That's out of this world. Oh, my goodness. And especially just like you say, I think there's so many different women's sports that need the support. But this, in terms of golf and what Absa's doing, I think you guys are setting such a beautiful foundation for something that's going to grow and become just, it's going to be absolutely unstoppable. That's what I see for it. But one of my favorite things is the fact that you guys have the tagline, She Thrives, and the campaign that's going for this beautiful golfing tournament. Talk to me just in terms of, what are the objectives, rather, of the Invitational?
Okay. And going back to the She Thrives, I mean, we're committed to supporting women in various fields and making sure that they excel.
Yeah.
And of course, we celebrate them.
Yeah.
And the Absa She Thrives is making sure that we don't only support women in golf, in sports, but we also support women in business. And we've launched an amazing proposition, which is very compelling to support women entrepreneurs, and it comes with various discounts from the transactional banking to the insurance to giving them access to finance where they're starting their business or actually growing their business. We want to see women entrepreneurs not only even remain a small medium enterprise, but also compete as mid-corps and large corps. And that's where the She Thrives comes in. So the whole idea is about us supporting women in golf, women in business, and of course, women in society and in corporate, of course.
Beautiful. And of course, I know, Sana, when you guys do something, you always make sure that it has an impact. And that's one of the most important things about Absa, I think, in terms of just the great work you're doing with women and with people at large. But let's talk a little bit about, the broader impact of Absa's just really great, the manifesto that you have in terms of women. Can you talk to us just about some of the really amazing stories that you have where it's really just shone through in terms of the impact that you guys have in that space?
I mean, our women manifesto is so important. Like, we're driving equality. We're driving women in leadership. We want to make sure, as I said earlier, that women excel in various fields. And that's what actually drives the Women Manifesto for Absa. So we're so passionate about supporting women.
Yeah.
And over and above that, we're also supporting the youth. We've launched our youth entrepreneur proposition from a banking perspective that also gives them non-financial support. In addition, and back to the golf, we actually partner with various organizations, including, of course, the Sunshine Ladies Tour, to support and, coach young aspiring amateurs. We've got, in fact, a beautiful story. We've got 2 youngsters that are coming to join us at the Pro-Am this year to give them opportunity to play alongside the likes of Cassandra, Nadia, the Leanne Pace, who won the tournament before as well. So we're quite excited to afford them that opportunity. So we're very much involved in supporting young aspiring amateurs through our youth and development program, both in golf and, of course, in business.
That's incredible. And Sana, we don't have a lot of time left, so I have to quickly ask you, especially as someone who's going to be coming and playing golf with you guys, I want to know, just in terms of you and your golfing just journey, how has it helped you to become a better businesswoman even, and just a better person?
Oh, golf teaches you many attributes. It's about resilience, there's a passion, it's strategic as well. Every shot counts, and you have to really be decisive around which slap you take and, of course, for what distance. So there's a lot that one learns around golf, and of course the networking opportunities. I've made amazing friends and business partners, and made phenomenal women and men, of course, within the golf environment. So network opportunities are very amazing. And of course, it teaches you to be better in both, as a woman. I'm a mother as well, and by the way, I had my young daughter as well playing with me the other day. And she said, this is so aspirational.
Oh, I love that. You see, that's what it's about. And this is why, thank you so much, Sana, for all of the great work that you do, why we have to thank you guys. And more than anything else, just believe in the vision that you've just made all of us be able to see. So thank you.
Thank you so much. It was lovely being here, and please come and support the pros this coming weekend. We can't wait to see them thrive.
Beautiful. And she will thrive. By she, I'm talking about all of us as the ladies. Exactly. Beautiful family. Do you see what it's about? Absa doing exactly what is the important thing that an incredible bank such as themselves should be doing, but they take it to the top. They make the impact felt. And more than anything else, they really are supporting those that really need just a little bit of a push in the right direction. And of course, I'm talking about how we can, in fact, empower women using the power of golf, but also, my friend, using the power of those relationships that are made while the golfing happens. And this is why it's also super exciting that from the 27th to the 29th of March this weekend. It is going to be happening, the Absa Ladies Invitational. And like Sana said, come on down, come and support. And of course, you can get all of that information by visiting the sunshineladies.tour.golf for more. And of course, it is happening at the Royal Johannesburg and Kensington Golf Club. And we can't wait to be there with you. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Make sure you do the right thing and come and be a part of this huge empowerment.
All right, so we got that going. I love that whole concept. It's fantastic. But of course, you know, we got DJs in the house.
We do.
DJ Masuda
You're
is
in
here.
particular. Come
Right?
on. Look at her. She's gorgeous and she's talented.
Very, very talented and part of the new Good Hope FM lineup. Who we'll be meeting a bit more of. In fact, there's a massive question mark on the new person.
Oh, I
Like,
thought...
when is this happening?
Oh, no.
What?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
you know
my
what?
bad. Ooh, sorry, Cole. I thought maybe, you know... Welcome to the family.
You're naughty. Yes, that's fine. Don't worry. Okay, so coming up, we got some things to do. We have a recipe.
We do have
Right.
a recipe, a vegetarian one at that.
Black bean burgers.
Yum.
How's that for alliteration for the nation? I love it.
I'm so into it. We also have somebody that is familiar on your screens from Ku Color Your Plate. We're going to be welcoming in Lita Aba. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic time with us together. But right now, my mood's feeling at about a 7. I feel like we could... Yeah.
DJ Masuda, obviously, this is what we're going to get when you start your show, right? Okay, so when we listen to your show for the first time, give us what we're going to hear. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, stop it! Yes, go!
Get back into it. Hey, here we go.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Well, this morning we are joined by a passionate home cook and law student, Lita Buhle-Aba, who wowed the judges on last week's episode of Color Your Plate with Koo. Now, we've invited her here today to get to know more about her culinary journey and what makes her cooking extra special. But before we meet her, let's take a background look at who Lita is. Let's have a look.
My personality is definitely outgoing. I'm a very bubbly person. I like to take up space when I enter a room. I'm very friendly. I make friends very easily, actually. And I like to make everyone feel at home. Become Law is going really well so far. There's a few subs here and there, however, the majority of it's amazing. The reason why I entered Color Your Plate with Koo is to give myself the grace I didn't give myself at 18 when I was choosing universities. I went with the more generic path of going to a traditional university as opposed to following my passion out of fear. So I think why I entered was to just give myself that joy that I missed all those years. I started cooking at about age 10, but the first meal I made was probably like the worst meal anyone's ever tasted. It was over-seasoned spaghetti, but obviously because my parents loved me, they were like, it's the best meal we've ever tasted in our whole life. My go-to Koo staple is the tin peaches. I love it because it is convenient, it's already chopped. The juice that it comes with, it's nice and sweet, it's well balanced, you don't have to do much to it, you just can elevate it for your meal of choice. My closest family member would be my baby brother. The reason why we're so close, I think it's because I saw myself as a mother in him. So something just happened where I just saw myself parenting him, taking care of him, and then as a joke with my friends and I, and even on social media, they call him my son. And I say I must stop lying and actually accept the fact that he is my son, but he's not, I promise, guys.
So normally me and Lita go to the shop to go and buy food, and then we come back and then we stay there for a little bit, and then Lita drops me at my house. Lita and I normally go on the jungle gym, and we like going on the slides. I really like Lita's cooking because they taste nice. She normally bakes me sweet rolls. I really like the sweet rolls because they're nice.
I think Lita's cooking is amazing. She's always been good at it since we were kids. She's one of those cousins where if they put food in front of you, she knows how to maneuver around it and make hers look better than yours. So yeah, I think her cooking is phenomenal.
Honestly, the first time I was in the kitchen, it was a bit nerve-wracking because everyone in my family is quite a good cook. So I felt like, what am I doing here? It honestly felt like a chore, but then when I got in the kitchen more and more and more, it started becoming fun, started becoming my escape, where I find peace, where I try new recipes. So that's how I started falling in love with cooking. I think what sets me apart from all the other contestants is that I come from a family of cooks. There's absolutely no one in my family who doesn't know how to cook. I have great influences of chefs in my life. My stepmom's a caterer, my mom's a chef. One of my mentors is a chef. So just that like backing from people I have in my life definitely sets me apart. When I was 19, 20-ish, I worked for Siba as her PA, Siba Mtongana, the celebrity chef, as her PA, and like she then mentored me. It was honestly such an amazing journey, seeing someone where I want to be in a few years, running her own restaurants, running her own personal life as well. And just because like I got to see that in real time, like how she does the both, it was really amazing to me, and that really like motivated me to push further, and that it is possible to reach your dreams. Because obviously she started off as a food journalist when she started her journey. So starting off so small to now running like a restaurant in one of the biggest hotel chains in South Africa is like so amazing.
She definitely has a chance of winning this competition. We have a winning spirit in our family, very competitive, but also really good at everything that we do. And I really do have faith in her because I know she's an amazing cook and she always has been an amazing cook.
When I have a goal in mind, I'm very driven to push through, especially if it's something I love. I love proving to myself that I can achieve anything I put my mind to. So entering this competition, I think will just prove that drive to me and prove that I do have that drive in me. Because it's obviously very nerve-wracking to cook around people you don't know their backgrounds as well. So I just have to constantly remind myself that you've got this, you made it this far, and you're gonna make it further.
She's so gorgeous, and like her family said, her cooking is top tier. And right now we welcome her onto our wonderful couch. Lita, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And congratulations, what a journey you've been on.
Thank you so much.
My goodness, has it been nerve-wracking, or do you feel comfortable at home?
Extremely nerve-wracking. I've never been in front of a camera, and that's set up and ever. So it was so nervous. It was a first-time experience, but it was so lovely at the same time. Yeah.
Have you had any highlights so far on Cook Your Place?
I think meeting my fellow contestants. We have this family bond, which was so nice. So getting close to people over a short span of time.
I love that. Color your plate with Koo is what we're talking about. And I do wonder, like you said, it was your first time experiencing cameras being all around.
Yeah.
Did that kind of distract you from the cooking, or did you have just your game face on and going, I know how to separate being professional from being an entertainer now?
Honestly, when you're filming the first bits of walking in and stuff, it does distract you, but once you're in the kitchen and that time is running, you have no choice but to lock in.
And have you ever found that you've lost on time? You could have done something a little differently?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because the pressure gets to you and you underestimate the time. The time in the kitchen, that hour feels like 10 minutes.
Right.
So you often underestimate how much time you actually have, and then at the end you're just oh, I could have done this
I
different.
could have.
Should have, would have, didn't.
Didn't. But you've done so well so far to bring you to this point. So that's really exciting. And I mean, obviously you have your eye on that #1 spot.
Yeah.
So tell me, do you have any sort of things that you bring to the table, speciality moments that you bring out for the chefs to make sure you convince them that you are their #1 pick?
I think what differentiates me from my fellow contestants is that I'm the only home cook. So I think I bring that chilled flair to the group, the more laid-back approach, because obviously I don't have the professional training that everyone does. So I think that's my strongest point.
Oh, I love that, and we love to see it. Talk to me a little bit more about your time with Siba Mtongana being her assistant. What was that experience like?
It was so amazing, actually. So years back when I was I think 13, I'd sent a few DMs saying I'd really love to work with you one day. You're my inspiration and everything. Cut to a few years later, I was working with her. So it was a full circle moment of your dreams can really come true, and when you least expect it as well.
I love that. I mean, Carl always talks about the power of manifestation.
Yeah.
I think if you can see it for yourself, then nothing is stopping you from achieving it, right?
Sure.
And on that note, I mean, if there are young home cooks or young chefs that are looking up to you and your beautiful journey, what would you say to them?
I'd say to them, keep on pushing. Your dreams are not too far out of reach, and lose the fear of caring what people think. Just put yourself out there. Closed mouths don't get fed. So always just put yourself out there in the uncomfortable positions, because one day your breakthrough will come.
Oh, I absolutely love that. Did you hear what she said, Expresso fam? Closed mouths do not get fed in every single way. And let me tell you, our mouths are open because we want to scream from the rooftops that we're such fans of you, Lita. And thank you for being here. Good luck on your journey with Color Your Plate with Koo. Oh my goodness, it happens Tuesdays on SABC2 at 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. at that too. Make sure that you continue watching Lita Xaba's journey. It's going to be a beautiful one, and we are rooting for you, girl, all the way. Let's go, baby. I'm going to send you all the good energy, all the goodness, and I know that you're going to join us in the kitchen a little bit later. All right, Black Bean Burgers coming up real soon. For now, though, let's head over to our master manifester, Carl.
Well, we go from color your plate with Koo to fill your pocket with Powerball. Mzansi, you could win a downpour of cash by playing Powerball for an estimated 73 million rand jackpot this Tuesday. That's the day, and play now, and you can make it rain lots of cash this March. Now, buy your tickets, walk into the store and manifest. That's important. Nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, cell phone banking, or simply by dialing star 120 star 7529 hash. That is for USSD. We've posted all those details on the Expresso social media pages, so please go check them out. And don't forget to panda push up. Players must be older than 18, and please play responsibly. Do remember, estimated 73 million rand in jackpots today, so make sure you win big, and good luck.
Win a Toyota Corolla Cross 1.8 XS Hybrid with Plascon's 2025 Hybridity Color Forecast Competition. Spend 500 Rand or more on any Plascon products. WhatsApp your receipt name and ID to this number. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is indeed your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's a Tuesday, which means that we are delving into all things to do with health. Now, with all the excitement in studio, we continue to address health issues that are important to us in particular. And today we're tackling a health topic that affects so many, but isn't always openly discussed. And this is where we say we are going to have the conversation. It's all about the urinary tract infections, or commonly known as UTIs. Now, they can be uncomfortable, but disruptive too, but they are manageable with the right approach. And joining us on the couch, we've got Dr. Leila Kasim is here to shed some light on the symptoms, causes, but most importantly, the solutions. Doc, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I mean, first and foremost, let's start with the basics. What is a UTI, and also, how common is it really?
So a UTI is actually more common than you think. So basically, it's an infection of the urinary tract, right from the bladder all the way up to the kidneys. So it can be in the ureters, as I said, the bladder, the urethra, and it's so common. It occurs in about 50 to 60% of women in their lifetime. More commonly in women than men, but it can occur in anyone, really.
My goodness. All right, so if you suspect that something might be wrong or something happening, what are some of the symptoms we can look out for?
So the symptoms are basically burning sensation when you go to the bathroom, when you urinate, frequent urination, unable to empty out your bladder and you feel the urge, and then often later on you can develop fever, chills, and more serious symptoms.
Sure. All right, definition out the way, symptoms out the way, let's talk solutions. And I know you're here with some good news, so tell us a little bit more what we can do to prevent this maybe, and if we've got it, how citrus soda can help.
So there are many ways to help manage your symptoms, but just remember that a urinary tract infection, or a UTI, is bacterial. So symptomatic management is basically drinking lots of fluids, making sure that you empty your bladder, and then of course to help with symptoms is something like citrus soda, which is basically like a urine alkalinizer. So it reduces that acidity, so you don't feel that burning sensation. So it's quite a nice symptomatic management. But if it is a bacterial infection, then you should go and chat to your healthcare provider, because then generally you do need an antibiotic.
I absolutely love that you have some solutions for us. But when it comes to reducing your risk of even getting a UTI, what sort of steps can people take?
So it's all about, I think, personal hygiene. It's making sure that when you do go to the bathroom, wipe from front to back. It's those simple things. Using water helps. Drinking lots of fluid also helps excrete all the urine. And then if you are sexually active, to urinate before and after. Those are just simple tips to help.
Oh, simple but so effective as well. Doc, thank you so much for being here, spreading the good word, letting us know that you will be okay if you are experiencing this very thing. And if you are experiencing any UTI symptoms or want to take just better care of your urinary health, do remember and speak to your healthcare provider and consider citrus soda as part of your wellness routine. And right now, it is time for you to win big, Feel Good fam. Now, you could stand the chance to win 5,000 Rand in cash with citrus soda. To enter, all you have to do is reply to the competition post, and that is on our Expresso social media pages, and tell us about a life hack that helps you cope with UTI symptoms. Remember to use that hashtag citrus soda in your answer, and this competition does close on Monday, the 31st of March at midnight. And T's and C's, of course, can be found on expressoshow.com.
If heartburn, indigestion, or UTIs are slowing you down, well, citrus soda is here to bring you relief and a chance to win 5,000 Rand every week right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, and entering is easy. Simply head over to Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram and answer the weekly question and include that hashtag citrus soda in your answer.
Yeah, and don't let the burn hold you back. Enter now, and you could be our next big winner. T's and C's apply.
All right, join us in the kitchen. Now that we've got that sorted out, it's very, very important. It's time to eat, and that's why we have Lita, Buhle, Haba. You need to say it quite often because it's a brand now. From Color Your Plate with Koo to show us a delicious recipe she prepared on the show, and we're whipping up nutritious black bean burgers that is going to be absolutely fantastic. So let's get this thing started. First and foremost, Lita, I am interested in the black beans. Because these black beans, I feel like they are underrated. There's fiber, protein, everything you need in a black bean.
Extremely,
Right?
yeah.
That's great.
Extremely amazing.
So where do we start?
Okay, so we'll start over here.
All right.
Initially, when I first started, I made my base with the chakalaka. Whoops.
Yes.
So I just grated some garlic and and
Okay.
then get that going.
And I like the fact that you grated the garlic.
Yeah.
You understand?
Fresh
a lot of
garlic.
You know what I like about it? I also like garlic is it's aromatic. So when you break it like that, I think that's where the real
All the
aromas
flavor
come
comes through,
I know some people kind of
yes.
do a little thing there where it's like a
Yeah.
and it's like, Chef Clem. This guy walking in, I love it. It's great.
Couple of burger, please.
Okay, I got you covered. All right.
It smells so good.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I love that, man.
Down
So I
the
haven't seen it in a long time.
chakalaka. No
All right, so you don't. So already aromatic, right? We got
Yeah.
garlic, we got onion. Now we've got chakalaka.
inside. And then the extra twist that I added was by seasoning it through.
All right.
Which the judges said a lot of flavor came through that. So you just add your seasonings, curry powder,
curry powder,
chili flakes, sugar.
All these flavors
extra
going in, and it's
sweetness.
feeling so South African already.
Yeah, very, very South African. And then you just let that cook down for a bit. And you
Beautiful.
move on over to making your patty.
Okay, great.
So for the
show
patty,
me.
you're able to use red kidney beans, which is what we have here, or black beans.
Yes.
Any type of bean that's not too runny, strain through, because obviously you want your patty to form.
Yes.
So you first start off by adding your seasonings. I'm just going to add a bit here.
Ooh, what was that? That was
this is coriander.
Oh my word, that's great.
And then salt,
Okay.
pepper.
All these seasonings look
Yeah,
fantastic.
extremely fragrant, and it's what carries the burger, the flavor, because obviously, like, it's just beans.
Yeah, I
So you
got
want to imitate meat. The plan was to imitate the meaty taste.
All right, so you need the smokiness coming through. So I'm
yes,
assuming smoked paprika is going to come through as well. Onion powder, garlic
Onion
powder, those sorts of things,
every
right?
single thing.
Look
Every
at us
single
go.
thing.
What a team we are.
What an amazing
right?
team. And once that's all seasoned,
Yes.
you'll just give it a nice little mix.
What are we going to bind this with?
We're going to bind with an egg.
Okay, that's fantastic.
And breadcrumbs, yeah.
All right.
So after that's all mixed through, I just mash it down.
It
This
smells
was quite
great.
the challenge. This is actually what took the most time on the show.
Yes.
And actually, the judges complimented. They said there's a lot of texture. I wanted it to be fun. I wasn't hoping for texture, but I was like, okay.
Okay.
If that's what you wanted, then perfect.
But textures, I actually really enjoy the textural approach because the thing is, if you want to mimic a burger, a burger, you want to have the mouthfeel. You want to bite into it and have some of those pieces of the bean sticking out,
No,
so it
for
feels
sure,
like
no,
a
for
burger.
sure.
So I like that. Okay, and then we're going to bind that up with an egg.
Yeah.
Which is a perfect binder and something that adds even more protein to the mix. So if you're health conscious, at least you know you're getting all your
protein
your macros
in.
are coming in big
Yep.
time, which is great. So this is fantastic.
And you see how good that smells already. And it's
I'm
not even
loving the
cooked
smell. I'm not
yet.
sure if it's the chakalaka that's doing the slow
The cooking,
reducing there,
yeah.
or it's this, but it's smelling so
And
good.
now that's all binded.
All right.
We'll form our patties.
And are we going to form a patty and then let it sit into a refrigerator
Yes,
so it
yes,
can set up
correct,
properly? Okay,
correct,
cool.
correct.
Lovely.
So all you do is just grab a handful.
And then this is where
like
it gets
so.
exciting. See,
And
that's
just
the thing.
place your patty down.
I think that's the soul of cooking.
Yeah.
Is when a bit of you gets
Comes-
so that's the thing
yeah,
when you
the
actually get
intimate-
involved. Yes.
Intimate part of it. And then I'm still going to let my chakalaka reduce.
It's looking good.
And
It's smelling
then-
better.
Yeah.
I love this. And I mean, this is the type of stuff that I think is quite simple, but in a lot of ways, it's got a bit of theatre to it. Because
Yeah.
if you're preparing this in front of guests, I think this is where you're starting to add some colour to your experience. This is why you do this on Colour Your Plate with Q. It makes sense because the thing is, you have this moment where they're watching you make these patties and they
For
ask
sure,
you
for
questions.
sure.
And that's why I love a counter when I'm cooking at home
Oh,
because I love guests watching the cook
like
happen.
the intimate space.
That's very intimate,
yeah,
isn't it?
No,
So
for sure, for
you're
sure.
building that through, which is wonderful. So, Lita, you got that? So,
Yeah.
chakalaka reducing. This we're going to set up in the fridge. Let's
Yeah.
fast forward the recipe for
Okay,
a second
cool.
because
Let's
now we have this completed. So, we're going to push this aside and we're going to assemble this beautiful burger, okay?
Yeah, cool.
And this is where it becomes about colouring our plate.
For sure.
Isn't it?
So what I started off first was with the lettuce.
And we do that
Yes.
because there's a pro tip here, isn't there? Right? About the lettuce. No, I feel like there's a tip coming.
Absolutely not.
What?
This is the best way for me to assemble.
Are you serious? Okay.
Honestly, because I like, obviously, we're going to add chakalaka, so the
Yes.
lettuce will, like, hold Okay, there's the pro
That's
tip.
the pro tip.
There's the
That's
pro
I
tip.
was getting there. There we go.
There's the pro tip.
That's it. Because I think what happens is that when you do have your greens down first,
Yeah.
it protects the bun from getting
Yeah,
soggy from the
for sure.
chakalaka.
So you're able to bite into
there we
it.
go. You see, we're a team.
You put on
You know
your
what I'm saying?
chakalaka.
There we go.
That works as the sauce for the burger. And then while our patties are still, we place the patty, the tomato, avocado, then just garnish, then close up the
And
burger.
then that's what happens.
And
It's
then
as
the
simple as that.
second thing I had prepared was the choc chip chickpea cookies. And this was like wild, the judges.
What?
Yeah.
Did you say choc chip?
Choc chip as in
chickpea.
chickpea.
Choc chip. Chickpea cookies.
Yep,
Choc
combined.
Chickpea. I'm going to say that before a show. It's a good tongue
twister.
And
Yeah.
I believe these are the, if I don't mind grabbing these, are we
Yeah.
talking about these ones over
Those
here? that you
ones,
prepared?
correct.
This is
correct,
phenomenal.
correct.
Chickpea. What?
Chickpea.
Where did that come from? Because once again, I feel like you love protein. You're like a protein
I think
girl.
so too. I
Yeah.
think so too. So what it came from was basically I was trying to be creative on the show, and
Yeah.
also I went with a family style home cooking vibe.
Yes.
And I know this is something my siblings would enjoy because they're not the biggest veggie fans.
Okay.
Stuff. So like hiding food in foods they'd normally eat was
Yes.
the plan that I had. Hence the burger and the cookies.
Wow.
So I went about that by creating a recipe that I could mimic something that you usually eat, and then it's healthier and obviously maybe win the episode.
You know what I'll do with that, right? With the chickpeas, I'll
Yeah.
take the aquafaba in the can and
Yeah.
whip it up with a bit of sugar, then you have cream
that would
on
be
the
so
cookies.
delicious. I need
and
to
then
try
suddenly you
that.
just make sure that you use the whole product. I think that'll be so cool.
That is so amazing.
So let's do that next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, deal.
for
Thank you
sure.
so much. Assemble these burgers. They're so easy. But can I tell you, one thing is for sure, Lita, you're somebody to watch. And I know you're on Color Your Plate with Koo, but I feel like you should be on the show a bit
I
more
think
often.
so too.
Right?
I think so too.
I think. Also, height-wise, this works a lot better than
Right?
taller chefs. I'm not going to lie, because that's going to be great. But if you want the ingredients, listen how to do it, expressoshow.com, that's fine. And then you can catch this talent, Lita, all right, Buhle Haba. Say it properly. On Color Your Plate with Koo, that'll be this Tuesday at 7 o'clock only on SABC2.
This week on Color Your Plate with Koo.
Join us as our top 6 contestants prepare a South African dish with a twist.
Today, you'll be cooking in pairs.
I want that Zulu king with the tiara.
So much pressure.
It's not coming. It's not coming.
We'll try to fix it.
Watch out for Sanda. Fire brigade.
Emergency.
That's Color Your Plate with Koo, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Repeats Wednesdays at 1 p.m. Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Yes, it is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we say that with the good emphasis because, yes, we are feeling so incredibly amazing this morning. It is time to announce the Good FM Breakfast Show. It's almost got you there.
Ampada.
Okay, before we get there, we've got to go into what you actually guessed and who you guessed could be the new breakfast show host on Good FM Expresso fam. And some really great guesses actually came through.
You know, some of the guesses made me very worried about like just the ideas, but it's okay. Let's take a look at a few of them.
Okay.
Why not? And take a quick peek from your side. All right. Shall we start with this one?
Okay, Sunny Dirk says, good morning. Good morning, Sunny. My guess is a well-known radio personality. Can't wait to find out.
How do you guess so vague? Give us a name. We need a name.
Sunny, we need a name.
All right. Mark saying.
Oh.
Gabby G.
I love her. She used to be on Goodo.
Right.
Paul Johnston, Lee Downs, or Clarence Ford.
Leyendes.
The comeback of Clarence. Wow, that's interesting.
This is fascinating. Nikki saying Peden Smith.
You know what?
Another legend.
That would be incredible, but he's taking Sundays by storm.
Yes.
Let's see. Ooh. Ferenc Stewart saying Salome. Ooh, that would be nice. Peden and Salome.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
Ooh, salome in the morning for breakfast. I've actually had a salome for breakfast in the morning. It's been wonderful. But okay, it's time. I hope you're ready for this. Are you ready?
I'm taking a deep breath. Okay.
All right, the entire morning we've been saying that something good is coming to Good Hope FM. It is now time for us to reveal the breakfast show host of Good Hope FM. And now, are you ready? You're going to do this?
Should I do it?
Are you going to do this?
We'll do it together.
Okay.
Okay,
All right. All right, here we go.
In 3,
2, 1.
It's Roger Dachi and Karachi.
Yes!
Oh my goodness.
Yes!
Leave me hanging. Sheesh. Hello, Roger.
Ooh la la. What's up?
Yes!
Make some noise!
Goodness. The energy has been growing since this morning. We are so excited to have you here. Katalo was talking nonsense about you, I will tell you that much.
Right
She
on.
said a thing or two, and I just thought colleague to colleague, I just thought I would tell you.
Well, Patience and the team that run this, I don't know why they have me on the show, because she got the... I can just imagine, like, this morning they get the, the running order, and she's like, okay, good up here. Oh, Roger Good's going to be here. It's like, oh. I think, like, half the crew have taken a Xanax already.
But this is it's a moment. I think it's a fantastic one because we've been listening to you. We've been hearing you in the afternoons.
Crazy.
And now you're ready to wake yourself up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
You're ready.
4 in the morning. And you're now ready for this life, right? In Cape Town.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
I mean, look, I'm originally from Cape Town. I mean, I always joke and say I felt like a financial refugee. I've been in Joburg for 22 years.
Crazy.
And it's a coming home. It's like I'm back in the hood. It's insane. Like I took my mountain bike for a ride up Chapman's Peak. Got a flat tire, started raining. I was just like, this is amazing. Yeah, take the Vespa after the show. I'm going to go for a ride, Cormacky, Scarborough, go check out the old hood. Yeah, go and see how it's looking. Like, Nuruk, that's where I grew up.
Wow, that's
quite strange,
incredible.
actually. You would never think that in a sleepy town like that, an animated, high-functioning idiot like, you know what I mean? That could come out of there.
You're the only one, so you know what I'm saying. Because
cool.
usually people are barefoot, chilling, keeping it back. But we love to see you wearing shoes.
Another thing, and I'm not just gassing like the Cape Town audience, but it's a great property sales, thing for the country. But I don't think people who live in Cape Town, residents here, if you figured out a way to be able to live here, earn a living, and have a family, send your kids to school, this city is. People don't realize how lucky they are to actually live here. It is immaculate. Everything works. The robot, even if there's load shedding, the robots work. There's no potholes. The streets are looked after. And even, not just in that little Atlantic Sea, little Disney World around the Atlantic seaboard around town, but like all the way down, it's Claremont, Upper Woodstock, Lower Woodstock, it's all looking so beautiful. And there's something to be said about the Cape Town community. I think people actually care about the city. They work together. They look after it, and it's a great example of how the whole country should be looking at the moment. Sorry, I mean,
No, it's okay.
But if I was a Cape Townian, I'd lived here for 20 years.
Yeah.
It's easy to forget these things, you know. And I'm blown away by just how immaculate the city is. It's
Did Gordon
really...
Hill Lewis send you? Or...
No, it's really refreshing. I mean, you can say there's always been the stigma about, you know, Cape Town and Joburg or Durban, but the city's so beautifully looked after, and it's just like, I mean, it rates money, you know, and everybody complains, you know what I mean? Like, you pay all this money every month, and you're supposed to.
Well, we like, you know, in Cape Town, we like struggling in beauty.
Right.
I think that's the thing. I mean, that's what we do. I mean, this thing is like, we don't have any money in our accounts, but we look at the mountain and we're like, we got the mountain. So I feel like that's what you're coming into as well.
Well, also, to be able to try and find a way to live here and make a living. It's not easy.
It's not. But just get ready for everything. People are going to set up coffees with you, and it will never happen.
Yeah, as long as you know that.
Well, there is that. I mean, there's one thing. I'm like, one little whimsical thing I noticed. Like, for a business meeting the other day, the guy says, I said to him, he said, we can meet at whatever. We can have sundowners at 2 o'clock. I'm like, my man, it's a Wednesday. Hey, like,
what's going on?
You know what I mean?
All right, Roger Good on Good Hope FM Breakfast. In case you missed it, yes, this is the new lineup. It's going to be so incredible, starting every single day.
Yes, thank you, squad.
With the legend of the legend. What can we expect? What are you bringing? Are there interesting segments that we can expect?
I was actually thinking you would both be able to, you know, testify to this. If you talk to anybody in this business, the one thing that, you know, so it's like you're going to wake up every morning or you're doing a show like this. What are you offering people who are tuning in that they can't already get on social media? You know, it was different like 10, 15, 20 years ago. Now, you know, it's a struggle. I mean, you can go on there and go, well, we've got a breaking news story and waffle on about it. In the meantime, 90% of the people watching have already read the story on their doom scrolling on Instagram, whatever. But the one thing, and I noticed it with this show as well, the engagement you're getting. So, you know, the one magic is you can be listening to a radio show, and where the DJ or whatever is talking about something that's, you know, polarizing, or they told a joke, or there's a conversation going on. At any moment, you can pick up your phone, you can dial in, and you can get involved in the conversation, which you can't do on social media. You know, it's one directional, and I think that's something that's in essence has been lost. So one thing I'd love to try and do is bring back that magic of anybody giving any member of the audience the feeling that at any time they can pick up the phone and treat it almost like a microphone. Like you can be on air. So it's not just like this, you know, monologue where I'm talking to the audience and, you know, passing myself off as an expert. If you can really develop that feeling of like, I can get on anytime I like. And I think that's something, it's an anomaly. Even traditional TV shows, you know, watching anything, it's all very one directional. So there's still magic in radio, which is, you know, there's a stereotype that, you know, radio is this old thing. I mean, my little brother is 19, he's just gone to UCT. He gets in the car, he looks at the radio, and to him, he can't distinguish between the air conditioner. Do you know what I mean? No, you know what I mean? He doesn't relate to it.
Sure.
And another thing, can you imagine? I mean, I've just had a little girl. Well, she's 3 years old now. And I was thinking to myself, just shut me up when I'm finished. Just shut me up when you want to talk. Is there ad break?
We were going to shut you up because we have something like a very special thing for you.
Oh,
but we want to hear what you can.
But I want to hear what this first.
Just something that only dawned on me recently, and this probably seemed trivial to a lot of people. But can you imagine being 3 now, or even in high school and never knowing never having grown up knowing what it was like not to have YouTube, fiber connections, streaming. I mean, she's never going to know, you know, what a VHS was or a DVD, you know, so that she'll never know. So you can understand how radio, to a degree, she won't be able to connect with. And that's something that I want to try and revive, because there's so many magic things about radio. It's a theater. I mean, they talk about theater of the mind, for example. Theater of the mind can be anything. It can be the ability to be able to just sit in front of a microphone and tell a story really well, and everybody's sitting in their cars. Everybody's got a different picture of what you're talking about. As simple as it is. Anyway, so all those little things that I'd like to try and revive, and I don't think there's a lot of radio DJs who are on air at the moment who can actually make you laugh and make you feel good and get to, you know, where you're going and go like, geez, you won't believe what I heard this morning. And that whole style's sort of, it's dissolved like a baraka in the rain, almost. Anyway,
In
sorry.
the rain. Gee whiz.
You know what I
Well,
mean?
We have a good old-fashioned message for you
Yeah.
from somebody special, and I just want you to watch this.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, Roger Good, I want to say congratulations. I want to say as well, thank you for those years where you changed my life. I literally wouldn't be where I am without you. And I am so proud of you. There could have been no one better to do what is about to happen in Cape Town. Not only are mornings in Cape Town going to be real good, but they're never going to be the same. And Roger, I've been telling people it's going to be a masterclass on radio. Thank you for allowing me to go to the school of Roger Good. I love you so much. And I will always, always have the softest spot in my heart for you. You mean the world
That's
to me.
amazing.
Thank you.
That's so sweet. Oh, I love you. And you know, and Zanelli will tell you, like, she joined the show, she was doing the traffic, and I remember it was in...
She's there.
Oh,
She's live.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Zaza, and you can tell everybody. I said to Zaza, Zanele Tequila Patawa, by the way. I said to her, don't get comfortable. And she's like, why? I said, you won't be here for longer than 2 months.
Sure.
They're gonna schnack you up and they're gonna move you. And she was, I mean, she walked in there. I was just like, you was completely wasted on traffic, completely wasted doing all my show. And look at her now. She's like the biggest afternoon drive, DJ in the country. So,
Oh my goodness, we love
it's
to
really
see it
great.
outside of Carl. But we love you too, Carl.
Yeah.
Love you, Zanele.
We love you, Zanele.
No, she's amazing.
Love you, Roger.
She's so sweet.
The love is present, it is here, and we're so excited for Roger Good.
Thanks.
And the rest of the team, it's going to be so good. The Roger Good Breakfast Show is about to take over your mornings, man, 6 to 9 o'clock. So you got to stay tuned.
It's going to be music. It's going to be madness. It's going to be a whole new look, whole new feel. So make sure you tune in for a brand new Good Hope FM.
You guys are...
Cape Town, are you ready? For 60 years, we've been a part of the Mother City, bringing you the freshest beats, the biggest personalities, and the ultimate vibe you want to hear. Now, we're turning it up even higher. Introducing the Roger Good Breakfast Show, your brand new breakfast show on Good Hope FM, Cape Town's original, and so much more. Same iconic sound, brand new energy, and a refreshed lineup. Bringing you even more exciting shows, the best local and international hits, and everything you love about Cape Town's finest radio station. From Cape Town to the West Coast, Overberg and Plettenberg Bay, we're still keeping you connected, entertained, and moving. Lock in and turn it up. 60 years strong, bringing the heat, still doing what you love. Good Hope FM, Cape Town's original.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Expresso here in S3. Two teams will battle it out in the ultimate pancake / crepe making challenge here, and they're all from the all-new Good Hope FM. We've got some formidable teams that are here, just to make sure that you know exactly who they are. We've got Irma G and Peden Smith. They are the, I'm not sure what your team name is. Winning team.
Okay, already.
How? Yo.
Already.
How did that happen?
We out, my man.
Yeah.
We out.
And then, of course, JP Cardinals and Sonic 16. I think that's... What? Yo. Okay, winning team and losing team. This is what's going to happen. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. You need to express yourself the way you want to. On this plate needs to be a completed pancake. It's got to be decorated. It's got to look beautiful. You have pans over here. Those 2 pans you're going to use. I'm going to say further side is you, Irma and Peden. You want to go that station there. You'll have to go around them and cook your pancake, bring it back to decorate. All right, are you ready?
Got you.
Fantastic. Let's go. All the best to our 2 teams. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Go, Irma. Go.
Are we going to make a pancake first? What are we doing?
Yeah, let me go.
You go.
Maybe
You
okay.
got this.
Okay. How much?
What do we need to put in here?
Don't use that. Don't use that first.
Tell us what's going on first. Dude, I've never done it in my life. In my whole life.
I think let's make the pancake
I'm sure that
first.
this is non-stick.
Okay.
So now let's go there. Go there.
Can I go
Here we
there?
I see
the oil's going in the pan there.
remnants
Sonic, nice.
How much oil?
No,
Yeah, that should be enough.
if this
That's
is
good.
not non-stick
What else
pan,
you
then
need,
we're
sir?
in trouble. I'm
Sonic,
just
are you
gonna-
deep
measuring
frying the
thingy.
pancake? I like it.
Measuring thingy.
I mean, that was a lot, eh?
So take your pan.
The what?
No.
1.5 minutes to go.
Okay, here we go.
Make sure you complete a pancake on my table here
But
to win
now,
the prize.
friend, it's
Oh
not.
my.
It's okay.
Let's see. I remember the thinner the pancake, the quicker it cooks. Just an idea.
Okay.
Just telling a friend. There we go. That's
Are you guys
Irma.
busy
My
with
friend's listening to
Look
us.
at you go.
Wait, but
What do you
whose
say?
sister's that side?
Give me the.
All right.
Dude,
What do you need?
you take this.
Spatula.
You go.
That's a spatula.
You
Go
go.
for it. Good luck, Sonic.
You go.
Okay. Great. This is the
insert-
only lineup in Good Hope FM making pancakes for you. Many of these individuals are
sincerely
skilled,
hoping-
but as you can see, Irma's going with those beautiful chocolate chips
copying
straight
Irma.
in
You're winning,
as
bro.
it
You're
cooks
winning. You're
through.
winning. Keep it up.
Sonic, on the other hand, is doing a very unique thing. Oh, this is great. All right, give me a time check. How are we looking? 38 seconds to go. I want to complete a pancake. Let's go, Mensa.
Flip it
It's not
around.
cooked even.
Oh, what is going on with Sonic Station?
You just have to sort
30 seconds!
Let's go.
Are they going to get that cooked? We don't know. Irma's looking good with a flip over on that side as Sonic still tries to flip his with a spatula that seems impossible to do this thing. Will they have enough time to decorate? We'll find out soon enough. 10 seconds. Stand by. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0! And that's it. Well done to winning and losing team. All right. We're going to just judge us by presentation notes as well. A little later, maybe we can do something very special. I'm at the moment, I'm looking at this over here. It does look like it's almost cooked, which is great. There's still a beautiful gelatinous texture, which showcases something. It's basically like an al dente pancake. That's fine. And then if I look at that's a masterpiece, to be very honest with you.
Also rooty though. Also kind of
yes,
rooty.
very good.
I beg
I
your
like the
finest
negative space, Irma.
Yeah, but it's flipped in half,
that's
so that
beautiful.
it's still cooking, so the chocolate's melting on the inside.
I'm actually smelling the
while-
chocolate melting.
Thank
as we do
you.
that. Okay, great stuff. I'm going to go straight through to my independent auditor. Who is the winner of this battle? Is it? Congratulations to Irma G and Peden Smith. You're the winners!
Winners to the end.
Well done to all of these lovely individuals. And I can tell you, the one thing that's even more delightful than their pancakes will be their radio shows. Coming to you on Good Hope FM soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It has been an exciting morning, a good morning at that. Congratulations once again to Roger Good for, of course, being at the helm of the new breakfast show with his incredible team. And let me tell you, the winner's circle continues, Mzansi, because you, yes, you, could win a downpour of cash by playing Powerball for an estimated 73 million rand jackpot. And that happens this Tuesday, which is today. Now play now and you could make it rain lots of cash this March. All you have to do is buy your tickets now. You could do so in-store or head over to the website, nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app, and while you have your phone in your hand, you could just simply dial *120 *7529#, and that is for USSD. Now, all these details, maybe I went through them a little bit too quickly. They are available on our Expresso social media pages, so please go and check them out. And then Panda Pusher play Powerball for an estimated 73 million rand jackpot. And let me tell you, I'm crossing fingers for you. You could just win big. That payday may be today. Kind of feels like that for me anyway, especially where we're headed next, because we're getting into a charcuterie. Oh, Carl, what do you have for us?
I have something special. Chef Clem, that's all I need to say, all right? In fact, in this regard, we're going to call him Chef Clam because we're doing a charcuterie board, and that's going to be great. So let's do this together. Hi, Chef Clam.
On the top 5 of names that people call me that's not my name, that features.
Does it?
Yes.
No ways.
Glenn.
Glenn? What? Glenn?
Clam? I don't know. We're talking about seafood.
Okay, so charcuterie, for those who don't know what this is, we know a charcuterie board,
Yes.
but we do not know the sea version for the seafood. So tell me, what is the essential ingredients for the charcuterie board?
Well, you're going to look for seafood.
Yes.
That's not, in a sense, fishy fresh, that you need to still cook. You're going to go to Woolies deli section where things have been pickled,
Yes.
have been brined,
Yes.
have been smoked, have been marinated and cooked for you already.
Thank
I'm
you.
also thinking, right, you want to go picnic. The weather's fine. Like, I've ever had a little picnic in the drizzle.
rain.
It's beautiful. It's
Yeah,
romantic.
picnic in the rain is my favorite.
romantic.
I mean, my hair minces, but I feel like the most important thing is the food.
It is.
It's not about me, it's about the food.
It is.
It makes sense. But now, when it comes to these things, I've seen them before. Making a charcuterie board is something that's actually quite new, especially to me.
Yes.
Charcuterie is always the big one. But what about sustainability? Because I know that when I do my normal fishy, fresh fish, I like the sustainability factor. You want to make sure that it's on the right list. Is the same applying to all of these ingredients?
100%,
Okay, that's
right?
good, that's
when you walk into Woolies and you're
Yeah.
going to shop, you're shopping sustainable. And that's the first thing. That's where we begin. That's where we start. So you can be 100% sure that everything that's available has been sustainably sourced with the future in mind.
That's correct.
So let's talk about what we got.
Yes.
So first of all, we got the... Sorry, we're going to backtrack.
Okay, please do.
I love food that makes your face do things, makes your mouth do things, okay?
Like that right there.
Like
is making-
herring, pickled herring.
That looks like, all right, a seafood smoochie.
My mouth.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Is watering already. You know that's going to be absolutely
That's gonna
amazing. It's something we don't eat a lot of. Once you start, be careful. This has become my dinner for like a lot
But it's
recently.
so good. It's so rich
good.
in omegas. It's so rich in actually quality
Vitamin
fatty
C.
acids. Lots of vitamin C. Also, you know what? It's herring, so you get that beautiful savory note of it as well.
Absolutely.
It's based in a smoochie, which makes it even better. I mean, that's
Even better.
great.
And
now, what are you popping open there?
So this is iconic, okay? Not part of like the seafood range, but this is going to be on the plate to kind of blend flavors and
Yes.
kind of a cut through flavors as well. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to ask you, will you make it? Can you open this for me quickly?
Okay.
No, there we go.
Okay,
Got
no
it.
problem.
So
What do you want to make you?
while I'm doing this.
Sauces.
A sauces.
Okay, cool. Let's go for sauce.
We're going to do a tartar sauce.
You're going to go tartar.
Guess
Ooh.
what? Carrots don't belong in a tartar sauce.
Well, I mean, I feel like do you not think it's like a filler idea for so many places?
I don't hate it
Right.
also because now the thing is if I go to certain places and they don't have the carrot, then I'm like, where's my carrot?
Do that
Where's
trick.
my carrot?
Do the trick.
So this guy,
Please do the
very
trick.
popular in South Africa, but
Yes.
people don't know how to actually open it. They just
Yeah.
spoon it out. What you got to do is turn it upside down. Then there's a seal at the bottom.
Do it.
And what you got to do is you just got to pop it. And I leave it. Leave it for a second.
Look at that. Just to watch it.
Okay? I used to do like creme caramel, and I just sit there.
This is just...
There
It's
we
like
go.
my favorite party trick that Chef Clem has taught me.
There
And
we
you
go.
know what? Whenever somebody comes over, it's like in my bag I got Clem tricks.
You do?
That's one of my Clem tricks. That's how it goes. It's like the Matrix, but it's the Clem tricks.
Nice.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
And sometimes I feel like I'm the one, even though you are. Can I grab a spoon?
Please do.
Let's go.
Okay, so Thank you for the compliments there, Carl.
You're most welcome.
Next, we've got the prawns that have been brined already. These are sweet pickled prawns. These are insane. They are delicious. Okay, there we go. What else do we need on our charcuterie board? We've got the trout cream cheese rolls, also iconic. I don't remember the time that these weren't on shelf at Woolworths. These are ridiculous.
And I love the fact that you're blending it in, and it's also just it's fresh. It's beautiful. I'm loving this.
There
This
we
is
go.
what I'm talking about.
That's amazing. So
Thank you.
You got
You're amazing.
mayonnaise. Stop it, Carl.
You are.
Stop.
Okay, look at that. Chives to keep you alive.
Chives, mayonnaise.
Yes, the thrill of the
dill.
Thank you.
Pickles, capers. What are on to capers?
All right, don't worry, because you will never ever pass a KP without a caper. You know what I'm saying?
There we
This
go.
is it.
Okay, next we got our beautiful trout. We're gonna go with actually not this salmon, poached salmon. This the fact that everything's already cooked for you, and all you have to do is open up professionally and style a platter. Makes this absolutely amazing. Where you at, Carl? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm just about
That's amazing.
finishing
That's
it.
amazing.
And then actually just for the look, I just like to put it in. Okay.
So now
we're done.
We've got the creamy. You spoke about dill. We've
Yep.
got the creamy dill with the beechwood smoked trout.
Yes.
I'm actually going to serve that in its bowl. Okay.
And
what do we
because
still
a
need?
lot of these items, and this is what I love about the Woolworths, is that the difference here is that you get all of these things almost preloaded for a board, a charcuterie board
Exactly.
of this particular note. And also all the smells, everything that comes out of a package is fresh, it's sustainable, and it's delicious.
It's so
And that's
delicious.
what the whole idea is.
Prawn cocktail.
Oh, this is
What am I
good.
missing? Smoked salmon pate. Ooh, the pate
Yes.
and the terrine.
Yes.
All day, every day.
Okay, do you
Love
know-
that.
Yeah, I do a bit of surf and turf with that. Okay,
Tell me.
I don't want to mess up the charcuterie vibe here, but what I do is I go and Woolworths also have the most sustainably sourced droëwors. I dip my droëwors into a salmon pate and I get surf and turf instantly. You're welcome.
Wow. Okay. All of South Africa going out and trying
You're
that.
welcome. No,
That-
no, I would highly recommend. If you want instant surf and turf, droëwors into salmon pate. Thank you very much. You can thank me later.
Wow.
I'll be here all week. Thank
There we
you.
go.
Right.
That's
okay,
the first of the month salty crack.
So there we
that
go.
sounds
so we got that there.
amazing.
We got this over here. We're good to go. We got about 10 seconds to
Okay.
complete all of this. What are we thinking?
We are thinking a few trout ribbons. A few trout ribbons
Do
on
you want
our.
to just add some extra zhuzh here? I'm going to do some dill on the herring here. That's fine there. Perfect.
And this is.
Do some extra chives here.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Can I? Do
Perfect.
you have more chives for me?
Okay, I
But
don't. Just go for dill.
Go for dill.
Go for dill.
Hoi.
Let's go.
So what you're going to do is you're going to serve it with some of the olive oil breadsticks, some of the crackers. Make it your own.
We're going
Baguettes would
to.
also work. Ciabattas would make it work. Keep on adding. Don't add everything to your plates
That's
all
it.
at once. Replenish. So we're going to keep the prawns. Once these prawns are done, we're going to top it up.
That's
keep
it.
on replenishing. Keep your station clean. Presentation.
Please do,
Presentation.
especially with seafood. Highly
Yes.
important. This is great.
There
All
we
right,
are.
done and dusted.
Did we do it?
I
Did
like
we do
this.
it? Did we do
You've
it?
just been cleaning as you go along. This has been great. We got the crackers over here. I'm feeling good. Done and dusted. You are sensational.
There we go.
Chef Clam giving us the most amazing charcuterie board that you've ever seen in your life. And if anybody questions you, say baby, I was prawn this way, because that's the vibe. So choose Woolies as your hosting partner by any 4 or for 3 selected easy entertaining items until the 20th of April. This offer is valid in-store, online, and on the app. T's and C's do apply and can be found on woolworths.co.za. And thank Chef Clam at Charcuterie.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Entertainment, fun, and loads of energy is right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And we're ready to turn it up just a little bit because there's an ultimate dance challenge that's pending.
It's actually more of a celebratory challenge, given the fact that you've heard the new Good Hope FM lineup here today. We've got DJ Masuda on the decks, dropping the beat, shaking it down.
Yes.
But now we need some rules.
Okay, here are the rules. They're pretty simple. Each team gets a couple of seconds to bust out their best dance moves.
Ooh.
And you see that? Just a little something.
I just saw it there. Oh, there it is. Is that the challenge you're going for?
You know what?
Oh, ballet? Are we
J-Lo's
going to do...
probably better at explaining.
We're doing styles of dancing.
Yeah, so ballet, some twerking.
Oh, goodness.
How about some guara guara, just to bring it home a little bit? I would love to see J-Lo do that. And then they got to be quick, they got to be fast, because it's about 3 to 4 seconds each. It's a lot of fun, and then we got to get into it.
Okay, this is going to be great. Ooh, is that why are you giving me?
part of
Am
the
I
dance
singing
move.
as well?
Yeah, it's part of
What's
the dance
going on?
move.
This is great. Okay, lovely
right.
stuff. All the best. So now we need to make sure that our groups are ready to go, shall we?
Do we choose,
Okay.
or are they already split up?
I feel like we need to choose groups.
Oh.
And team names. We've got to have team
That's
names.
it,
Team
okay.
names too.
Team
All
names.
right.
All right, who are you
I'm
choosing?
immediately going with Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What should we call ourselves? We need a team name. Like
Okay.
something really like
Okay,
wild.
you think of the team name, you choose your person.
I'm going with Couture.
Couture.
Right,
Okay.
let's
I'm
go.
going...
There we go.
All right, I'm going with Sonic 16.
Okay.
All right, G.
Last man standing. I can see where this is going.
I already chose you.
You already chose Come on. Okay, shall we
JP, come here.
stand this side? This is our group over here.
that's
Come on,
your
my
group.
team.
Yeah,
of the Dems.
from now on,
You
we
are
shall
not a
be
judge.
referred
Come
to
here.
as the Wolf Pack.
The Wolf Pack.
We are Wolf Pack.
Oh.
Identify yourselves.
All right. Wolfpack.
Wolf
Don't
Pack.
cry.
Wolf Pack.
We are men don't cry, hey?
Men don't cry.
Okay.
Men don't cry. Wolf Pack.
Right. Wolfpack, women don't cry.
Apparently so.
Okay.
We have no idea.
we're
Let's
the
go.
blue team.
Are you
We're the
ready?
red team. Let's go, Masuda.
You're up first, Masuda. Here we go.
Okay, look behind you.
Ballet.
The blue team with us. Guara, 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 guara.
Guara,
Guara, guara.
It's a sexual. It's a
All right,
sexual
all
thing.
together.
He's a sexual man.
We are
He's
the
a sexual man. I feel this. This is just where it's at.
Jerusalem, George. Jerusalem.
A little twirl.
We don't know, but we're going to move forward. Just move forward.
Okay, that's us.
There we go.
Let's study. How do you dance? It's a plus. It's a plus, Roger.
Feel me. Okay. Well now, sir.
Macarena.
I'm feeling the fun. You guys feeling the fun?
Go.
Well now, sir.
Cabbage patch.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I personally think we won.
Can I just say these are some experimental moves. I haven't actually released. It's fresh stuff. I'm experimenting with it unreleased.
The chaos is crazy. I personally, because I love him so much, I'm going to volunteer Roger Good against Carl. Let's go!
What?
Yeah, it's on.
What are we doing?
It's on. Let's go.
I've got an idea.
What are we doing?
Little.
Oh, there's Hey, Masuda, let's go, girl.
Masuda, give us a track.
Oh. Go for it, guys. We're getting intimate. All right, Sonic, let's go.
So the beat, Sonic.
Crazy man.
Another feel-good production.